No. They did it to be. They're like in line with like the U.S. coast. Like they can't.
We're
if
live,
they stop,
by the way.
Oh.
You can keep talking about it.
No, if they stop them from going straight up going to Cuba, then I mean that's immediately going to launch it into war. But I don't know.
Creepers.
I haven't seen any updates on it yet, but yeah, we could be launching in. We could be Cold War Part 2.
Genuinely hope it is all good and we don't fucking end up in a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
Dude, the first thing I'm gonna do though
is get
bust out that fucking
power armor.
I don't want to
get my Pit Boy in my power armor. No, but for real, like if shit does start popping off and they manage to like set up in Cuba and stuff, like Houston is a very big target in that situation, and I'm getting the fuck away from Houston.
We're fine at this distance. Like I've looked it up. Trust me.
Have you?
I'm still getting the fuck about it.
There's a nuke map, like even like the biggest nuke that exists at this point. Like if it went off in Houston, like they would fill
They're
it.
gonna target the harbor and shit, but like
yeah, it wouldn't hit us here.
I'm gonna be off in the hill country, honestly.
Our power shit would be down. Obviously,
but to say everything's I'm still just.
But
gonna
we're not
gonna
be like covered in fallout or anything.
I'm still just gonna get the fuck away from
yeah,
Houston.
I'm still for
like, that's a number. Like Houston is like definitely top 3, if not number 1 places. Like if an enemy were to hit, like Houston be top 3.
There's a
just because of the port of Houston and everything, like it's a critical point for the U.S.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a cool website you can go on where you can. It just shows like a map, like like Google Maps or whatever, and then it has like a blast radius. Like you can choose which nuke you want to test.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm still in the woodlands. I don't want to be in the
you'll
vicinity.
die. No, I'm just kidding. No, you won't die.
No, like,
you would get like possible burns.
Honestly, you gotta think about more than just the
it's not the bombs. It's the chaos that ensues after.
Yeah, I was about to say like the traffic would be like almost undrivable.
Oh, for sure.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
People
like,
would be going insane. There'd be people like
would be looting, rioting.
Type 1 diabetic here. I'd probably be the one in most danger because I'm not gonna be able to get medication.
We're also assuming they're not like full scale invading while they're sending nukes in. You know what I mean?
Where are they gonna come from? The water? They're gonna fucking
from the same place they're dropping the nukes.
They're gonna come from the water, but from 2 ships. Like.
So what we're talking about because we just started the audio. Fucking Russia moved I think it was a destroyer and 2 or 3 submarines over to Cuba, where they plan on setting up camp, and the U.S. is like, what the fuck? So we have a destroyer. I don't know if it's going to intercept them or just kind of like keeping an eye on things, but it's from what I understand, it was like a retaliatory because of NATO getting so involved in supporting Ukraine, and early in the Ukraine-Russia war, Russia was like, or Putin straight up himself, he was like, look, if NATO gets involved, there will be severe consequences, this and that. So, and we've been just pumping Ukraine full, billions and billions of dollars. I'm surprised, it hadn't happened a little sooner, but.
Well, that's horrifying.
But yeah,
how
many, are you looking it up? How many submarines was it? I know it was several.
It's supposedly just a drill like that they're doing. Not the U.S., but
it's a fucking hell of a drill.
Yeah, it says 3 Russian ships and a nuclear-powered submarine. They don't have any nukes, but the submarine itself is nuclear-powered. Are expected to arrive in Cuba this week ahead of military exercises in the Caribbean.
Okay.
While the exercises aren't considered a threat to the U.S., American ships have been deployed to shadow the Russians. The U.S. officials told CBS News.
Not much of a shadow if it's like public news.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Well, I think shadow means like you're just watching them.
Like standing by, being like, all right, you do.
When
you make
shadow
one,
at a job or whatever.
Yeah, you make one fucking wrong move and they're blowing them out of the water, basically.
Not like shadow,
hiding the shadows.
Going dark.
Sorry, my idea of a shadow. I'm thinking like covert ops over here.
No, just kind of like hovering by, like keep an eye.
Okay.
Yeah, they put a destroyer out. The U.S. sent a destroyer out to like shadow. And
I'm
just
a
like
little
make
less
sure
afraid
no
for my life
fucky
now.
shit was going on.
But
it's still like kind of like
Yeah.
I mean, because Russia's saying it's a exercise. Yeah, okay. Like,
as long as Black Ops 6 isn't in real life,
It was. It was in real life. It was the Gulf War.
No, I mean like in the future.
Yeah, in the future. No advanced warfare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Anyways, enough of War Speak podcast. We're gonna jump on over. We're gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 and hello, and welcome to Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning HD. Where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast, and on YouTube if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. The show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Jafra, alongside Brent Bays and Devin Meyer.
Sorry, I felt like it was appropriate for the.
Yeah,
It's very
Brian
appropriate.
said Call of Duty Cold War, Cold War 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Am I tripping, or is our picture not up on the thing?
I think you just can't.
you can't see it.
Okay.
It's because I've got it moved over.
But
so
Brian can see it.
Yeah, Brian
can see
us.
our
All
beautiful
right, Brian, are we
faces.
coming in good? We look nice.
We
and
looking
clean,
good? We
sir?
sounding
Look,
good?
look, we are.
Yes.
See.
Oh, we in there. Okay.
Yeah, we have a nerd.
We in this bitch.
We in this bitch.
Okay,
but-
yeah. Besides, I mean, y'all can continue the war talk. if you
Oh
want.
no! I mean,
No,
we got the
please,
deets
yeah.
on it, so like, yeah. I'm just my last bit on it. I'm calling bullshit on a exercise. Like that's a hell of an exercise to have during,
Well,
what's
it's kind of
going
like
on.
us saying, like, yeah, we're exercising, but look at what we got, bro.
Yeah.
We got a nuclear-powered
I
submarine.
think it's more flexing than exercise.
We got a frigid,
Flex
dude.
exercise.
But like, we're really gonna trust Russia and be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just an exercise. Like, yeah, sure. Because Russia's never lied to us before.
yeah.
we
We
Yeah.
didn't have a 15-year Cold War of like spies and espionage with Russia. No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
15 years? How long was the Cold War?
also they're kind
I
of
don't
fighting
know.
a war on their own front right now, which is not going so hot for them.
Dude.
So it's like, I don't think they have the means to travel all the way
Is
over
it
to
though?
us to fight us.
So the stats on that are very like wishy-washy. There's lots of like back and forth on what the actual numbers are like, and Russia has fucking millions to throw at that shit.
That's the main issue, is that Russia just has like an unlimited
Yeah.
supply of people that they don't mind.
They're pulling a
letting
bunch of
die.
people from prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the
Hey,
Russian
that's
soldiers
kind of a
out
good
there.
idea. I'm serious. Like, okay, I think if you went into American prisons and you were like, hey, boys, which one of you wants to get your sentence reduced?
I don't think it's like that. I think they go in and they're like, "You're fucking going to the front
Well,
lines."
No, but I'm talking
it
about
is-
way we could do
No,
this.
they actually are offering them like if you go like serve a certain amount of time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
you-
Then yeah, that
But
works.
I'm just
okay,
saying the
there's
way we
one-
make this ethical for America, no matter how they do it down there. I know they're probably throwing them in the gulag and shit over there. I'm talking about here in America. We could just be like, hey, guys,
Okay.
look,
But Brent, I need you to think about the thought of putting a bunch of weapons in the hands of a bunch of criminals.
That's why
and
we do
sending-
like a Suicide Squad type thing.
Yeah.
Where we put all the criminals in a unit together, you know what I mean? Send them to the front lines, you know what I'm saying?
What happens when they join the enemies, though?
No.
Or whenever they create like
Yeah, what if
they
they're
leave
like,
like a bunch
"Fuck
of
this
war
shit,"
crimes, like
No, because we'll put them in a place where that won't be an option, dude. They
Really?
don't. You can't. You're not just gonna be able to walk up and be like, "Hey guys,
I mean-
I'm on your side now."
we put together an elite serial killer squad, and like then we send them in, and they end up just running to the nearest village and killing everybody. And like,
Or dude, that's a
I
great
think there's a
idea.
lot of
I'm
holes
telling-
in
or
this,
That's a
uh,
terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. But I mean, for intimidation purposes, it's kind of a great idea.
Oh, my
You know what I
God.
mean?
Well, it's not working out for Russia. So if that's
Yeah.
any example to follow, because none of
They're
them are
not
fucking.
doing it
they're
right.
not trained.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll train them. We'll get them.
Okay.
we'll train these serial killers to be really good at killing.
We'll have other prisoners that also get their sentence reduced that are in the prison training the
like just
prisoners.
druggies. and
I'm about to
like
say
stuff
there's a
like
lot of logistical issues with
Like,
this.
okay,
idea.
maybe you can't have been a murderer, like, or done a violent crime. It's got to
No,
be.
you
like-
especially want the violent crime.
but then,
people.
if you're lowering
The
their
more
sentence,
violent,
then
the better.
you teach them to kill, and then you let them out, like after because you lowered their sentence.
okay, maybe you take the death row people
And you do
and
kamikaze.
you transfer them to life in prison. You're like, okay,
Oh,
look,
Jesus.
we're not gonna let you out. You're always gonna be in prison, but look, you're not gonna die.
You think they
or
won't
you are
run
gonna
away
die
when
in
they're
some
out
dope
of the platoon?
way?
Yeah,
You know,
they're gonna desert immediately.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
go
that's a terrible
AWOL.
idea.
Then they come back as a serial killer squad to kill us.
All right, you're right. We need
I
like
don't-
low-level offenders that we're just like, okay,
Yeah,
you
people
do,
who got like 10 years
But
or
they're not
whatever
the-
for like drug dealing.
yeah, you do one tour, you're out after you get back. You know,
We'll
we'll forgive
clean
the
your,
drug
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
There's still okay. There's still a lot of problems with all of this.
Nah, there's no problem with drug
Nah,
dealers.
yeah.
They're all
Nah.
cool.
Yeah.
No, all of them.
Anyways, what
yeah.
what'd you boys do this week?
Oh,
Oh, you know, chillaxed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Jamal, we know you don't do anything.
I can't remember.
Did you draw?
I did draw lots of drawing,
Yeah.
but
Did you draw, Jamal?
I'm drawing
Did you-
feet now. Yeah, but
I
Oh,
watched
God.
that.
Yeah.
I watched that new Strangers movie. It's fucking terrible.
it looked terrible.
Is it?
It's really bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like they just did the first movie over again, but made it really bad.
yeah.
And then at the very end, it was like, to be continued. It's like, okay, no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't want it to be continued.
And
Don't
then-
worry, there's more of this shit.
And at the okay, can I just spoil the movie for you guys real quick?
I think I
Not-
already know the end.
I'm
Because
not gonna
honestly,
watch it.
it's fucking terrible.
Is it the same as the first movie?
Well, no. Well, kind of.
I haven't seen any of the Strangers. So I don't know.
The first Strangers movie is a fucking masterpiece of horror. I feel like it's
For the time.
It's a great movie. It's not the best horror movie ever. It's kind of like The Crazies or something. It was like a cultural phenomenon for a little bit.
Okay.
Good enough to spawn 2 shitty sequels. But fucking this movie is so bad. So it starts out kind of good. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, they're going into this creepy town.
Hans Zoder agrees with you.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, he
Okay,
said
good.
wasn't worth watching even if it was free.
That's what I'm saying. It was, well,
See, the first one was cool because they go out, like, you know, they just had this big issue with their relationship or whatever, and then they're like, I think that's what it was, and they're like going to this place to kind of like, you know, chill out. It's like a little vacation cabin,
Yeah.
and then
And a bunch of like weirdos show up and start fucking with him, right?
yeah,
Kinda.
kind of, but they're like, you know, oh, why are you? Whenever they finally get him, and you know they're gonna kill him, they're like, why are you doing this? And like, because you were home.
Yeah, because you were here. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
That part's awesome.
So this-
like, because you're like, damn, that's creepy.
fuck-
the
fucking
problem
evil.
with this movie is that every part that's good in it is just a rehash of the fucking
original.
original. So this is supposed to be like a prequel to
Yeah,
that,
that's
I
what I-
think.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
So they pulled the whole. They
they did the whole "Is Tamara here?" and then they did the whole "Because you were home." They did that, and they did the part where they okay. It pissed me off because it's like it's one thing to do all the lines over again, all your iconic lines. So it's like if you were to do every Terminator movie, he's like fucking, you know, talk to the hand or some shit. You know what I mean? You can't do it every movie.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying.
You know
It's
what
like
I'm saying?
how they did like 3 different Spider-Man movies, and every time they have to do the with great power comes great responsibility,
Yeah.
and they have to change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
every
it's like
time.
you got to stop doing that. So, and then, okay, to top it all off, like the movie starts, it opens the credits. It's like every 5 seconds there's a violent crime in America, and it's like this is the story of one of the most brutal of those crimes, and you're like, oh shit,
about to
you know,
get
what I mean? This is
crazy.
gonna be brutal. You know what I mean? And then throughout the entirety of the movie, and I'm not even like, okay, first of all, the only like things they do to scare you are just put the strangers behind them. They'll just like stand behind them menacingly, and
That's
they're
kind of
like,
what they did in the first movie.
well, yeah, but in this one they really just that's all they do. Like the first movie eventually pops off and like it's crazy. This one they're just like literally just walking around like this with like Blue's Clues, where like Steve's looking for the clue and the clue's like obviously behind him. It's like, you know what I mean? They're pulling that the whole movie, and the fucking bad guy's there. And the only thing that happens, like the only injury they sustain through the entire movie is like at one point they're crawling under the house, and she like puts her hand on a nail and like puts the nail goes through her hand. She's like, ah.
So she
she-
got hurt just by something that had
she
nothing
hurt
to do with this.
herself, bro.
That was the only.
That was the brutalness. And then like fucking at the very end of the movie, they get caught and like they stab them once each, and then they die.
Yeah, that's what they did in the first movie.
Yeah, but like, how is
The-
that
the
the
worst
most
part-
brutal crime in all?
It's
like,
not.
dude,
But
like,
in the first movie, the only person who dies other than the main 2 characters is like it's like the brother-in-law or something is showing up, and like they didn't know he was going to show up.
that's
and
what
there's
was about to piss me off. Can I just say this
Yeah, go
before
ahead.
you get into that? Okay. That whole scene, okay, they have the whole scene in the first movie where they like find a shotgun and you're like, oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah, we got a shotgun now, we're about to save
They
the day.
shoot the brother.
And then, well, yeah, and then he's like sitting in the room waiting for the bad guy to come in, and the door opens and he and he shoots, and it's like, oh, he accidentally shoots the brother-in-law who like came to save them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, the irony. You know what I mean?
literally what happened in the first movie.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. And
Okay.
I'm rehashing
Okay,
the first movie, so you understand why the second movie is bullshit. Okay, so in case you haven't watched the first movie, that was a fucking masterpiece horror moment. It was like, okay, that was genius, fucking great move there. This movie, they do the same thing. They find a shotgun, and they're like, oh yeah, the day is saved. And then he's like, there's like this part where he's like, all right, he's right around the corner. I'm just gonna go out there and get him. And he like jumps around the corner and shoots, and it's like the fucking the guy who owns the Airbnb.
Yeah, she's like,
And it's
wait,
like-
Jim, we just ordered a pizza. No.
And then she's like, and the dialogue is so bad. I can't even just stress it enough how bad of a movie that was, man.
That sounds awful, especially if it's just a rehash with shitty acting.
It was really bad. And then at the end, it's like, to be continued. It's like, nope. No, I'm good. Please
Well,
don't.
to be continued is just Strangers 1. Like,
Right? Like,
No, it just goes to that. But I don't know, dude. I think yeah, they just should have left it alone. But they're probably trying to bring it to like a new generation who hadn't seen it, and maybe they think that acting's
it
good.
was so bad.
Have you ever watched like Gen Z acting? It's horrible, dude.
No,
It's,
I guess I mean, I don't know.
it's just like a lot of it on like Netflix, and like it's like the newer, like younger, movies like that. Like it's just really bad acting, and maybe that's just the thing now. I don't know. Maybe that's how they present it. So,
yeah. I got stung by a jellyfish.
hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's always
Very,
fun.
very lightly.
Should you pee on it?
No.
Should have peed on
I
it?
thought
Need
about
me to
it.
pee on it? No, just kidding.
I'll do it right now.
It's like, dude,
Nah.
this is like days ago. I could still pee on it.
But no, I didn't even like. It left a mark for a little bit, and then it went away pretty quick. I don't even know what kind of jellyfish that would have been.
If it was in the Gulf, like in Galveston,
Yeah,
dude,
it was in
they're
Galveston.
always, it's those little clear ones. I got stung by those too.
Well, the moon jelly supposedly can't sting you. Neither can the cabbage heads. If it was a
I don't
man-
know what these are that you're talking
So the
about.
moon jellies are the clear ones with the 4 little circles in the center. Those are moon jellies. There you can touch those and they won't sting you.
Oh, I've never touched. I got stung by a jellyfish. I
Yeah.
thought it was one of those.
I know there's some
it'll be
jellyfish
like a
out there
more.
that'll
I
get you.
think I don't know what species it is, but it'll be like more a traditional looking jellyfish. Because if the only other one that can sting you or that's like common in Galveston is a man-o-war, and if you get stung by a man-o-war, you're gonna fucking know because it's gonna be excruciating.
Yeah.
But no, supposedly, and I had, moon jellies are the really common ones that you see in Galveston.
I didn't know there was even different jellyfish. I just
Yeah.
avoid all jellyfish.
Cabbage
they're gonna
heads look
sting me.
cool, dude.
Yeah,
Cabbage
there's,
heads are
the
like
box
little.
ones that'll kill you.
Yeah, well, those are in Australia.
Everything that'll kill you is
Jesus.
in
Yeah.
Australia. Have you ever seen like whenever people jump into the water and there's just like a whole fucking just 1,000 of them
Yeah.
just like floating and there's like nothing you can do. Just get stung.
Well, I don't think people jump in when.
Well, they just show up. Like I watched like something on like I think it was on Discovery Channel or whatever, and they were just chilling in the water, and like all of them showed up, and they were all getting stung, and they had to
Fuck
get
that.
I've been to some like resorts in Mexico where you go swimming and like there's like microscopic like jellyfish or something stinging you, and like it's
Really?
really unpleasant. Yeah, it's not all the time, you know.
Yeah, it's just random.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lately because I don't swim in Galveston at all. But we were with some people that really wanted to go swimming. We'd also been drinking. And I
Let's
was
get
like,
brain-eating
I was
amoebas.
like, all right, like, okay, we'll go swimming for a little bit. Thankfully, the jellyfish ended it pretty quick. So,
Man, that's
'Cause I
weird.
got-
I went
I
swimming
got
the other
lightly
day
stung.
and it was nice out there. Like,
yeah.
You got to go to like Crystal Beach or something.
Yeah.
I don't. If you go to the wall, like
Not even Crystal Beach. You need to go further south. Like,
I
get
used
away
to
from
live
the Port
out
of
there.
Houston.
Crystal Beach is fun. If you're in Galveston, Crystal Beach is cool, but you got to take a long ferry ride to get over there. If you're actually
Yeah.
on the island of Galveston, the best places to go are Jamaica Beach and 8 Mile Beach. I think 8 Mile Beach actually has a different name, but if you follow 8 Mile Road all the way to
Just
the beach,
all the way, yeah,
there's
south.
a really, really nice beach over there. Fucking, so those 2 beaches are the ones I recommend.
Yeah, I got lightly stung on the inside of my knee, and then the 2 girls that we were with, one of them got stung, I think somewhere on her arm, but then the other girl got like it wrapped around her bicep, and she had like bumps, and you could see like little red lines and shit. Like it stung
Sheesh.
her bad. But even then, like after I don't know 5 or 6 hours, like you couldn't really see a mark. She got the worst of it, but.
Oh.
Yeah, it all happened like the one girl got stung, not that bad. She's like, oh shit, like something just tagged me. Like it was like stinging a little bit, but we were chilling. And then I got tagged, and then the other girl got like really stung. So we were like, fuck this shit. Like, and it was all in the span of like 4 minutes. Like, so.
I don't know why, but Galveston water just makes me feel like I'm gonna get eaten by a shark.
It's gross. Well, in 3 days prior to that, somebody did get shark bit in Galveston.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, people don't tell you. They're like, oh, they got bit by a shark. It's like they lived or whatever. But it's like most of the time, if you get bit by a shark, you're losing that limb or part of that limb, or like if it's your stomach or whatever, you're in critical condition.
Most of those sharks in Galveston are like fucking not
like lils,
not like bite your limb off sharks. I mean,
well, no,
like
it's like bite a chunk out of your leg shark.
That's what I'm talking about. Then they have to amputate a lot of the times because of the infection.
Nah, these are like little tiger sharks. They're like, I mean, they're gonna be like
well, supposedly
this big max.
I haven't looked up the report, but supposedly it was a black tip reef shark, and they're not known to be aggressive like at all.
That's really that's
I'll have to look it up because this is also coming from the Uber driver that lived in Galveston. But
I believe it. I mean, a lot of weird weather shit's been going on lately.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, black tip reef sharks, like people swim with those all the time.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of anybody being bit by a black tip reef shark. If anything, like Galveston's got plenty of bull sharks.
Maybe it's provoked.
See,
or
bull
something.
sharks are terrifying. Like,
bull sharks will go out of their way to attack people.
Yeah, dude, and they're in freshwater. Like, that's just the scariest thing in the world to me is freshwater sharks.
They'll go up rivers and shit.
Like, can you imagine you just like swimming in a river and then like you just see a fucking shark fin? Like, dude, like,
you know what's even scarier than sharks to me are those fucking alligator gars in the Trinity River, dude.
Gars ain't gonna fuck with you though.
They're scary though, man.
They are scary looking.
You're like, okay,
because they'll surface and like
I've
roll
had them
on
like
the top.
go past the canoe that I'm in and like just shift the boat. Like they're that big.
Yeah.
It's like a monster.
Yeah, because they'll go to the surface and like roll on the top of the surface, like going after fish and shit. And they'll like make like big wakes and stuff.
Scary, dude.
And gar can get fucking huge, dude. I want to catch one so bad.
Yeah, have you seen? There's that River Monsters guy went to the Trinity River and caught one.
He caught a world record one actually.
Really?
When he did, I think there's been a bigger one caught since. But when River Monsters guy went to the Trinity, he caught a world record one.
Yeah, they're massive out there.
Yeah, it was the largest one.
Dude.
It was the largest one caught on rod and reel.
Yeah, dude. They're like that's why the water is not made for us. We came out of the water, okay? We don't need to go back to that shit. Like we knew that shit sucked, bro. But speaking of which, I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast. Did y'all know that like whales used to be like these like wolf type creatures on land?
What?
Like they actually
I thought that was with dolphins.
No, it's wolves. Look it up. It's wolves and whales. Like so, like the whales started in the water. They evolved to be on land as like these wolf type like creatures back in like the dinosaur.
Really
were they big ass fucking?
They were
wolves?
really weird looking.
Yeah,
fucking things.
They had like weird flat faces and like fur and all this shit. They turned back around, went back into the water, and evolved back into whales. Like it was like the weirdest shit ever, dude. But yeah, it's really cool to know that, and they know that based off of like the way their spine is shaped or something like that. Only because there's parts of it that haven't gone away from when they were land creatures, like that are only seen in like certain types of mammals, like on land.
That's really strange.
It's really cool.
Yeah, they're not sure what kind of shark bit her in Galveston.
But anyways, Brent, you do anything?
I didn't do too much. I think my mom bought an Oculus Quest a couple days ago, which kind of
for herself.
Well, I think she saw that Owen was having so much fun with one. Like,
she's like, I got to figure out what's going on in here.
I think she wanted to get an extra one so like both the kids could play at the same time.
Okay.
But I was like, you gotta try it out. She's like, I'm definitely gonna play, some stuff on it because if I'm gonna have it over in Lano, I might as well just hook it up and see what it's all about. So I'm like, yeah.
That's
you really
awesome.
should. I mean, if you there's at least something that'll be interesting to you if you go through the whole store. You know what I mean? I feel like there's something for everybody. It might only be one or two things, but there's something in there.
You're probably gonna have to show her how to use that thing, dude. The Quest is so freaking like not user friendly in my opinion.
I think it's actually pretty intuitive.
Yeah,
You just kind of like point and click, you know?
You got to be really stupid to not be able to work.
Or someone who doesn't use stuff like that all the time.
Dude, well,
Oh,
okay,
that's
but
fair, that's
but
fair.
Jamel, when
But
children
also-
figure it out, though, no
Dude,
problem.
children figure out anything. I figured out how to play on an N64 controller when I was a kid.
Why can't you figure Quest out now then?
Dude, if we were adults and we were handed an N64 controller, like we would have no idea.
Think
what we
about
were
this
looking at.
though.
How
I
about
think
this? I
we're
don't-
so ingrained in how we approach video games.
That's
as
what I'm
like,
saying.
But think about this. Like, I think that's why kids have such an easy time picking up and playing VR is because they don't have this preconceived notion of like this
How a
is how a
controller
controller is
works.
supposed to work.
Like-
I think maybe it might actually translate better to people who are just not familiar with video games at all. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't have any problem. Like the first time I ever played VR,
I didn't really either, but it was all really simple back then. I was playing on an HTC Vive with those wands with the round ass fucking thing
Yeah.
and the stick. You know what I mean? Like,
You didn't, yeah, it's like
and
it's,
that blew my mind, dude. Like,
imagine like
I mean, well, the
your
Quest,
mom
the
trying to
Quest
find the
controllers
buttons.
aren't that different from, from the Vive controllers.
no,
They're a lot different back then.
Those didn't even have a
No, they're not that
thumbstick on them, dude. It
Yeah.
was
I thought
just
they did. They had the touchpad thumbstick.
It had a touchpad, but it wasn't like a thumbstick. It
I
was
thought
like
it operated as a thumbstick.
Yeah,
I
but it was
mean,
just a touchpad.
It wasn't a thumbstick though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it functioned as they.
Well,
functioned
yeah,
as
it functioned
thumbstick.
as it, but it was completely
different,
Like
though,
I remember
yeah.
using that Vive, and,
and
that
then
shit.
that
And
was
then it had
it. There
triggers-
was
it
no
had triggers,
face
too.
buttons. There was no X, Y, A, but it was all just those touchpads and those
Yeah.
triggers. You know what I mean? And like it was functional for what like most of the games. Like the game that I played first on it like was
Rick and Morty.
I played
game.
accounting, and then I played Share in a Room Greenwater, and both of those games really gave me like I was just obsessed with VR. I came home from my friend's house and instantly ordered a fucking PlayStation and a PlayStation VR because at that time the only other option was to fucking get the HTC Vive or whatever
for
and
$1,200 to
and
get
then,
the tracking.
and then the PC that could run it, and you
Yeah.
needed it at that time. You needed a freaking super high end, PC. Like,
And also, PSVR 2 was really easy. Or not PSVR 2, PSVR in general back then was easy to use because you, one, mainly used a controller, or two, the fucking move controls, which
Yeah.
were just two wands.
the PSVR was
like-
tracking was terrible, but like what they accomplished with the actual like visuals and stuff, it was really impressive.
Yeah.
I had
just-
a lot of fun with it.
I imagine, see, the thing that I think people who don't play video games would have trouble with, like, especially older people, is like having to move in a 3D space with two sticks. Like, now, I don't think people know, like, what that's like, or like, or aren't used to that, because every time I hand a controller to somebody who's never played a video game, like old person, they typically will just look at the sky, like,
Yeah.
and they can't figure out that they're looking at the sky. They're like, "What am I looking at?" I'm like,
That's why
What
I
do you
think
mean? It's
room
the
scale
sky. Like-
experiences work better for old people. The ones
Yeah.
where you can
Yeah,
like
just-
set up a big play space and just let them physically walk around. Like Waltz of the Wizard is a really good one for people who aren't familiar with like controlling the like walking of like a character in a game. You know what I mean?
Or even just the basic like Oculus intro to VR. Like there's a good Quest 2 had a really good intro to VR
Oh yeah.
demonstration.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Anybody that hadn't done VR that I was like showing them VR, I'd throw them in that first just so they
Yeah.
could get their like wits
Bearings.
about them.
It is a good little. It gets you adapted pretty quick.
Because it shows you how to grab stuff. It shows you how to interact with the controllers. It shows
the
you
universal controls that are in pretty
Yeah.
much every VR game. Yeah.
Yep.
nice. But that's
But-
cool that your mom got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll have fun with it if she can find an app. Like, I think if she plays with like the Google Earth apps and stuff,
Tell her
she
to go
would
play
really get a
VR
kick out of
chat.
it.
She'll love that.
Oh no.
No,
Or like National Geographic stuff. Like, there's some really
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
stuff on there.
Google Earth in VR is fucking sick.
I think my dad would actually have fun with the Gun Club game. He's so into like shooting guns and stuff. I think it's realistic enough to where he would just get a kick, even if it was just for a little bit. He would get a kick out
Or
of how-
hunting. Are there any like hunting games, dude? I feel like you're.
There should be.
There should be, but
I don't think there are.
No, or at
That's a
least
market
not-
you could really tap into right there. If
Imagine
you had,
like
a
Cabela's.
that
like,
would be sick, dude.
Yeah, you just
pick
hop in your
weapon
boat
and
and
stuff.
like
Yeah. And there's different kinds of hunting. You could like duck hunt, or you could go like.
got your 4-wheeler.
Oh, that'd be
Some-
tight.
somebody just needs to take Cabela's Outdoor Adventure and port it to VR.
Yes, dude. I'm with
That'd be
that.
perfect because it's old enough to like it would run
Function
just
well,
fine
yeah.
on Quest. Like And then it had all of it. Like it had hunting, fishing, like bird hunting, all of that shit.
Yeah, that was fun.
I feel like the Deer Hunter games were like one of the first open world games I ever played. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that weird? Like on PC, it's just like it was normal for those games to be open world.
It
Like,
just gives you a big ass
Yeah.
like plot of woods to go wander around and try to shoot at deer.
Yeah.
Even though you're supposed to like just chill and try to draw them to you.
Hey,
I don't know,
right,
just
yeah.
fucking chase them.
anyways, let's get into the currently playing because I'm sure we got some stuff. I'll go first since I didn't have much to talk about for the week, anyways. No, I played obviously some COD on the new season. It's still COD, still garbage, but I still love it. And then I bought this, or I played Metro Exodus for a little bit.
Oh.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I can't get really into it. I tried.
I've tried several times.
It's hard, dude. It's. I wish you could take the English voice, or like turn it into Russian or whatever, or Ukrainian, and like just have subtitles, because I feel like I'd be more.
You can't?
You can't. No, it's straight only English, and it's just them with really bad like Ukrainian or Russian accents, and yeah, dude, it takes.
They
you
sound
out
like
of
the
it so
Borderlands
bad.
bus driver. Everybody does.
Yeah, it's so bad, dude. And like, I can't get into it because they're trying to have these serious conversations, but like they're using like really weird like lingo or like words that only Ukrainians would use that sounds super cheesy like when it's in English. And like but anyways, it's okay. It's beautiful. It looks great. But so I bought one of those things that you were talking about for the DS. It just has like a bunch of ROMs on it.
Oh, fun.
I have a 3DS. But by the way, I meant to tell you, have you ever tried? Are you playing it on your 3DS or like a 2DS?
It's like a 2DS, new 2DS.
Does it look like whenever you play it, like it's kind of stretched out? Like have you ever noticed that?
No, I haven't noticed that, but again, I've kind of just attributed any like graphical faults to the fact that it's just like last gen.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
What it is, you gotta hold like whenever you open up the game cartridge, like whenever you tap on it to open it, hold the start or select button on your DS, and it'll take it to its native resolution for the DS.
Mine all feel. I haven't noticed anything like that. I've played a lot of games. Maybe we got different.
You might have got used to it. Is it a 2DS XL or a 2DS?
It's a 2DS, just normal.
That might be why. It's probably closer because I have a 3DS XL, so like the screen is a lot bigger.
Are we sure we're running the same like ROMs on it? Because like there might be like a different like program, because I know there's lots of different sellers all selling the same thing that they've just loaded up with games.
This is for any DS games. Like if you play any DS games on a 3DS or a 2DS, if you hold the start button, it'll run the DS game in its native resolution.
Really?
Yes. Like it'll put bars on the sides and bring it to its native resolution. But which the bars, like, it sounds annoying, but on the 3DS XL, the games are so stretched out that they look kind of blurry, like to the point to where I was bothered by it, and I was like, damn. And I was Googling how to fix it, and apparently anytime you put a DS cartridge in a 3DS, if you wanted to play at the native, you just hold the start button while the game is opening, like once you tap on the game cartridge. And so if you open up the ROM cart or whatever, or the emulator, and hold start as it opens, it'll shrink it down to its native resolution, so it's like pixel perfect or whatever.
It must just not be bothering me because I have the fucking smaller size DS. You know what I mean? That's gotta be.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But anyways, great. I got that, and I
been playing the shit out of some Nintendogs, bro.
No.
It's got every Nintendo. The one I've got has like 5 Nintendogs games. Like.
I got I played through 999, which is like it's like 9 hours.
So yours had 999 on it?
Yeah, yours does too.
Mine doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I looked through the whole catalog.
Mine shows up in like a different language, but like so it's hard to read the title. But if you click on it, it comes up in English. Like the
almost
game
every
in
one of my games has like the title clearly written with like a picture and everything, and like none of them are.
You haven't seen one called 9 Hours? Not like okay. Well, mine has it, but I played it on Delta on my iPhone, like on the emulator on there, and it's called 9 Hours, 9 Rooms, 9 Persons or something like that.
We gotta swap carts whenever you get done playing all your games and see if there's any on the one that I've got that you haven't played yet. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I'm super down. But that game's awesome. It's basically a it's like Persona in a way, or like
How many games are on the one you got? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
500 something.
Oh, see, mine only has like 200 on it.
Yeah, I've got like 300 of the games on there are just utter garbage. Like it's like Barbie's like horse house. Like,
Oh yeah, mine has a lot of
fucking-
like cream of the crop shit. It's got like the Mario Karts and all that.
I've got
shit.
all that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like it's like all the good shit and then just
bunch
plus
of
all the
bullshit.
bad shit.
plus all.
I'd
the bad
rather
shit.
have all the bad shit too. I'll take it.
All
I'll
the
take it all.
one-offs.
Yeah.
But I got like Tetris DS and like all the good shit. Like Tetris DS is so fucking good. Have you
Hell
ever played
yeah.
that?
No, I haven't. I
it's
love
so
Tetris
good.
though.
It's got all these different like game modes than like normal Tetris. But
It's the perfect thing for a road trip. If you ever just want to
Hell
play some
yeah.
new shit you've never played before,
Oh.
just scroll through your like list of crazy games. You know.
for sure, dude. And but anyways, 999, great game. It's like a choose your own adventure almost type thing, but you like wake up on a Titanic like ship and you're like, where the fuck am I? It's like anime looking, and then but the ship and everything, there's like a 3D like normal looking area like or like on one screen, and then the other screen is like the cutscenes and all like characters talking and stuff. But then like you go into like these modes like escape, like get out of the room or whatever, and so you got to like solve all these things to like try and get out of the room. It's like a point and click adventure at that point. You get out, you run into other people, everybody's got these watches on, and like a voice comes on the thing and it's like, you're all going to be playing this game, to try and survive. Like it's like Saw type thing. Really good. It's crazy how it hasn't been like brought on to like other consoles or anything. But Hotel Dusk is another one, very similar. Really cool art style, but like you hold your DS sideways like a book, and it's like made to be like a visual novel thing. So like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and like you walk around in like a 3D space and everything with the stylus, and like you're in this big hotel, and like there's like paranormal shit happening, and you're trying to
Cool.
figure all that out. But The World Ends With You. I don't know if you played that.
I actually haven't played that because I wanted to play it on a native like DS. You know what I mean? I've been meaning to play it, but I just haven't. Yeah.
It's also very Persona.
I've heard it's good. That
It's
one,
good. It's a Square Enix game, and like you basically wake up. No, I don't know what it is with Japanese, games and like anime where you wake up in a place and they're like making you play a game, like Squid Game. Like it's just a thing.
Want to play a game?
But like this one, like what's really cool about The World Ends With You is the stuff, like you get these pins, like fire pins and all this stuff. So like you've got one person on your squad like up top on the top screen doing shit, and you got to use your like analog stick to do all the movements for her, and then you use your stylus for the guy below. It's like a lot of like shit going on at once, but really cool. Professor Layton and the Curious Village. I'm fucking loving that.
There was so many good games for the DS.
So many, dude. It's like
I wonder why there was
insane.
just so many games over the course of its life that were so good. I mean, was it because the DS had such a long lifespan, or was it
Yes.
because it cost less to develop games for the DS, or like what?
Probably a combination of both.
Yeah,
Maybe
it was out
Nintendo was
forever.
pumping money
How
into
was
these small
long the-
developers.
How long was the lifespan of the DS?
Well, it depends on if you include the 3DS as like the,
Yeah.
like the original DS
We-
was around for a long time, and then the 3DS came around and basically replaced it. But
I'm about to say, but I mean, I would consider that a console jump or a console like
a new
a new
console.
generation. Yeah, because you couldn't play 3DS games
Yeah,
on regular DS.
that's true. So I think the original DS. I'm not.
It was like
100% sure.
2005, I think, is when the original DS came out, and then 3DS came out like
2009
10
or something.
I think.
2000 November 24 November 2004 for the DS,
Okay.
and then the
Wow. I remember when we had our DSs back in the day when they first came out. We were playing
Metroid
Picto
Prime.
Chat and the like from closet to
Hell
closet.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
me and
was
my brothers
bad.
are doing the same shit.
Hell yeah.
We were just drawing dumb
3DS when 2011.
Yeah, I knew
So,
it was
yeah,
like
it was a good
Wow,
bet.
We were 1 year
that's a
off
good
on both
run right
ends.
there. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, the DS was just like phenomenal. But the thing is, it came out right before, so like we played it a lot. Like whenever it first came out, we were playing like, the Metroid Prime Hunters demo. Like,
Yeah, I
Oh,
played the
yeah.
shit out of that demo.
That shit was tight.
Yeah, dude,
Did it
it
ever-
was.
Did
That
it ever
full
even come
game
out?
yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely came
Okay,
out.
I
It
was-
was sick too.
It was like a really good multiplayer game, and then
It's an all around just good game. Like
What was the other? We played a lot of like Ridge Racer.
Oh
and,
my
like,
goodness.
Um,
Yeah, we played a
freaking-
lot of Ridge Racer because Ridge Racer had the download play, so you only had to have one Ridge
Yep.
Racer game and 2 people could play it. So like we were constantly playing multiplayer on that.
racing
you know
on
what I mean?
that. Super Mario 64
My poor
came out for the
Nintendogs.
DS.
You just
Nintendo.
remind me about my dead Nintendogs.
Oh yeah, they're all dead.
They're still living
I
out there, dude.
had a little husky.
I love that game back then. Oh, WarioWare Touch.
Oh my goodness, the Wario
It was so
Warrior
good.
games are so good.
You could like blow into the mic and it would do shit.
That was one of my favorites. Oh, what was that weird game that was like sexual WarioWare? You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Feel the Magic.
Feel the Magic. Yeah.
Yeah, that game
I
was
never-
weird as hell, bro, but it was
It
awesome.
was WarioWare like rated M, but like it was actually rated T.
When you blow on the
but-
mic, you're actually blowing a dude.
It was all just very suggestive shit
Yeah,
going on.
it's like silhouettes
Sil-
of women, like naked women. Like you would just have to like it'd be like
To my
feel
little
the
child
touch.
brain, I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh,
little
shit.
12-year-old Jamel and Brent were like, fuck yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was
then-
the shit.
But then like after that, you know, like I got into high school and so my DS kind of went to the wayside. The 360 came out and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of games on the DS I never got to play because
Same.
of that. And so like I skipped over like the Animal Crossing, a lot of the Mario games that came out on there, like all that stuff I didn't play. And you know, so I'm just going back and reliving that.
I eventually got a PSP.
Oh, I had a
Yeah,
PSP
I
as
was
well.
a PSP guy for most of my stuff.
Same.
Yeah.
I had
I
the,
saved up
Star Wars
forever, dude. Okay, with the PSP, my favorite game was like I can't even remember what it was called, but there was this first-person shooter on the PSP that it was like you were this robot dude and you were shooting aliens
one. Oh,
and
I
stuff.
remember that.
You remember? I can't remember what it was
No,
called, but
I
it
don't
was
recall.
fucking so fun.
Yeah, God,
Shoot.
it was so hard to play though.
It was very hard to play. You had to like use the buttons on one side because the PSP only had one thumbstick or whatever, I think,
Yep.
right? So you,
Yeah.
yeah, Coded Arms.
coded arms.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
love that
wasn't
game.
until
dude.
the Vita that they introduced 2 little thumbsticks.
Yes.
Dude.
Oh, and the Grand Theft Auto games, the Vice City stories and the Liberty City stories were so fucking good, dude.
Chinatown Wars is on the DS, which is
Yeah.
I've been playing that.
that
That's
game was
really
actually
good.
really good.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting.
I
that
think
they-
Chinatown Wars was also on PSP actually. Like
Was it?
I think they had a PSP version.
I remember
I don't think
GTA
so.
3
I'll look
or
it up.
it was either 3 or Vice City on PSP.
PSP also had those God of War spin-off games that
Oh,
were
yeah.
like just as good as the normal God of War games. PSP had a fire lineup.
They also
I'm
had a really good Metal Gear game, right? Spin-off Metal Gear, did it? Did the PSP? Am I thinking something else?
Oh, it did come to PSP, dude.
yeah.
I did not know that.
And it was like kind of a different version. Like the PSP's one had like slightly better graphics and stuff. It was cool.
but
And
it's
then,
still the Chinatown was top down, right?
yes.
Yeah, it's like you can do it from like kind of different angles, but it's more like further back and then like looking down. But yeah, it went back to the
It
top
felt
down.
good whenever you're playing it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then they had gosh, what else were great PSP and DS games? Shoot.
Dude, the Prince of Persia games on the PSP.
Oh yeah.
Like the
The Need for Speed Underground
Speed
games.
Underground,
oh
dude.
my goodness, dude! On both consoles.
yeah, I had that on my DS. Like
I had it on PlayStation too.
I had it on the
I had it on
PSP.
console, too.
I had Need for Speed Underground Rivals, which basically took the best parts of Need for Speed Underground 2 and like reduced it to PSP size and then put it on. It was so much fun.
Dude, Underground was the shit.
369. But all you hear is like just like on your PSP audio, dude. That shit was so bad.
The tiny little speakers.
Yeah,
Oh man.
good
What,
times, dude.
What else did you play, Jamel?
Yeah, that was it. Like I just played a lot of
the
DS,
DS
games.
ROMs.
Like I'm gonna try and play through a lot of DS games.
Been ramming it up.
Heck yeah.
Yes, romulating.
Romulating. What the fuck did I play? I played something. Oh, I actually played some Battlefield 2042.
Oh hell yeah.
Just because I've been having a FPS itch, and fuck Call of Duty.
How's the Battlefield treating you?
Fun. It's enough. I think, did I talk about it last time? They did like a
Yeah.
search and destroy.
Yeah, are you still playing that?
Yeah, I was doing that a little bit.
Oh, dude. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention, I played one of the Call of Duty games on the DS. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus
They had
Christ.
Black Ops on there.
What the
Like
fuck?
their own version of Black Ops. They had Modern Warfare as well, and Modern Warfare 3.
Sounds
Yeah.
awful.
In
No, they're
2010,
terrible.
Modern Warfare 3 came out on the DS, dude.
Get ready for the next wave of that shit whenever they start putting them on
On the Switch. But dude, it's so funny because like I used to play Call of Duty Zombies on my iPhone, like back whenever, like with Noctare and Toten and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all those levels. They had an app on your iPhone that like the official Call of Duty Zombies
Yeah,
app.
I used to play it with my roommates in
Yeah.
college all the time.
Same, and it was good. This came out around the same time on the DS. Like you would think it would have more power.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so bad.
It's
Like,
really bad,
I played
yeah.
Zombies on there. You're like in a room like this big. And there's like windows on either side. There's
Yeah.
like one, like a hallway with a window, and then a room like this.
Dude, to be
Like-
fair though, like I'm so sorry to me.
No, you're good.
All the Call of Duty apps are great. Like on the
Yeah.
phone, like there's like okay, after that app, they put out a bunch of the old school Call of Duty Zombies maps on that.
Yeah, I
app.
remember.
And then they did
You had to, like, pay
another
for 'em,
one.
though.
They made a whole nother app that was like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies or something.
Yeah.
And those were the shit, dude. It had like the fucking Kino Der Toten and the fucking all the like newer maps, and like the graphics were super good. Like it was really impressive.
I never saw
Oh,
any
yeah.
of those. Interesting.
Yeah, it was great, dude. Me and AJ used to just like sit in our room and play it. But like, but it's kind of cool to see like the 3D on, on the DS, like playing zombies. And so like I just had it, dude, I had to turn the sensitivity up to like all the way. Like it's so bad. Like your guy's like, there's like a lock where like it'll just automatically lock to the horizon, so you gotta like turn all that shit off. And even once you turn it off, it's like impossible to control because there's no like, there's no right analog stick, so you're like using the buttons to like, move and stuff. It's so weird.
Oh,
But anyways,
man.
go ahead.
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Yeah, I played Battlefield. Played a little bit of Contractor Showdown. They've got solo in it now. So
Oh, nice.
and they're doing they're doing a little events and stuff too to like unlock some shit. So they're keeping up with the game, adding shit to it. So
I'll have to
excited
jump back in, give it
looks-
another whirl ski.
It looks like it was popular, so it'll probably do well.
Yeah, it's apparently it's like I think like one of the top Steam VR games. Like as
Makes
far
sense.
Yeah, I mean it's literally Warzone in VR. Like we've been waiting for this for a long time. Like
I hate to say it, but I still prefer Population 1, I think.
well, Brent, we're all entitled to our opinions, no matter how bad they might be. No, dude, fuck Population 1. I'm sorry.
I think the problem, like, okay, I get it if you're not into, like, the, Fortnite-y type experience,
That's
my,
what I was about to
my
say.
biggest
But-
issue is with the shooting. Like, the shooting is so bad in that game.
See, I feel like I shoot way better in that game, and I also feel like it's just had a lot more time to develop, like they've been updating Population 1 since it came out, and it's been like just years of love and like pump,
But
you know what
I mean, this is coming from contractors. Contractors has had years to update and fine tune their stuff too. This is they took contractors.
well, hopefully
made it
this
a
is not as
VR.
good as it's gonna get, is what I'm saying.
I
I
don't-
don't know.
Look,
I personally feel like you're getting a way more polished game for free with Population 1.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
I say they're both terrible. All right, move on to 2D flat screen games, guys. No, I'm just
Jamel,
kidding.
it's just because you can't get a clear.
It's because I can't play. Okay. Yeah. No. Like when I
gotta
play it,
figure out what
I'm
your
like
issue is.
blind or something. Like
yeah. No, I was playing it last night and I was like, God, I hadn't played it in a couple weeks, and I was looking at the guns. I was like, God damn! I was like, this looks so fucking good. Like, it is crystal clear on my end. You got to come to my house sometime and just play it just to see what it can.
remember,
look like.
you
See, I'm
looked
just
through mine and you
also-
said it looked fine.
It didn't look as good as mine, but it didn't look as blurry as you were making it out to be. So it might be something with your vision.
I'm not super impressed with the graphics personally. Like, I feel like the gun textures and stuff look okay, but like the actual just environments and stuff
Well,
are kind
yeah.
of bland. You
It's
know
VR,
what I mean? Like,
dude.
I mean, I've seen some really impressive stuff in VR. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
on that
Like,
big scale though.
But
Like,
that bit, like, it's a huge ass map.
Yeah.
Also, like the multiplayer like aspect to it. Like, I just feel like because it's VR, it's kind of insane, and it's going between Quest and like PC VR. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy that they make. That
I don't know
work.
what it is. I'm just not impressed. I don't know why. I want to be.
It could have
You
been
know
a
what I mean?
it could have been a lot more barren for as big as the map is. and the textures that they're trying to achieve, it's Unreal 4. Like, it could have been a lot more barren than it is. But it's not. I mean, even then, you still have stuff in between, like little groups of like buildings and whatnot.
This is
Like-
how you fix it. You make everything out of Legos. You know,
Well, I mean, that's what that is the resort a lot of times with VR games. Is
Well, I
like
mean,
they dumb it down to like very low poly stuff, so they can.
I'll
put,
take the low poly if it means I've got a more, a better environment to play around in. You know
I don't
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
game. Yeah, dude, the environment's great, especially compared to Pop 1 or last time I played Pop 1, which was years
Bro,
ago.
Pop 1 has like multiple story buildings where you can go through the whole buildings all throughout the map.
You can do that in
You
this
can
one.
fly
Yeah, there's
everywhere. You can
multi-story
climb
buildings.
everywhere. I'm just saying, like, they're
The
not
only
as,
thing you can't do is open doors. All the doors are just open.
Yeah.
Well, in
is that
Population
Pop
1, you have to you break the doors down or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that. But
Yeah, there's no doors, but honestly, I'm okay with that.
Like,
That
there's
all-
is-
glass you can break through. Like the map on Population 1 is fucking way better. I feel like ergonomically also.
but
like,
is it
as
still
far as
really
just, like-
small though?
No, it's not small. It wasn't that small compared to I would say it's probably like half the size. But like when you talk about how many players are in the map versus how many players are in the, it doesn't feel any different really.
It
You know
equals
what I mean?
out.
I personally am a Pop 1 guy. You know what I mean?
Contractor Showdown all the way. The gunplay is a million times better, and that's what's got me.
All you VR heads out there listening to our
Well, you can't even
podcast, let's get
in Pop 1. You can't even switch your hands like with guns and stuff, right? Like it's stuck
you
to your
can
hand.
switch your hand. I mean, you gotta it's a setting.
Yeah, it's a setting,
But it's like
It's stuck to your hand though. Like it's stuck to one specific hand instead of being able to like actually switch your gun around, reload it. All like
Look,
That
man,
part actually makes it
Population
hard,
1
though.
isn't all about realism. It's about just
Well, that's
like
what this- yeah.
functional fun. You
Well,
Good
know what I
old
mean?
that's
Like,
fashioned.
Pop 1
bud.
is Pop 1's Fortnite. Contractors is Warzone.
yeah.
No,
Right.
I think that's why I can't get into contractors. Also, because because I'm blind. Two, because there's so much shit you got to remember. Like I don't know. I'm not used to it. I don't
Yeah,
play
I was
VR
about to
games.
say,
I
like-
have to,
Population 1 is simple as fuck,
like-
dude. It's all about when you're
Yeah.
trying to get in your inventory, it's just one button press and it brings up an inventory wheel, and then you reach into it and pick out the thing you want. It's so simple, you know what I mean?
so is Contractors though. You pull a backpack out and,
yeah, and
you
then the
grab what you
backpack
need.
gets stuck in your face, and all of a sudden you're getting attacked, and you're trying to move the backpack, and
that
you're
that
just.
does suck
if you
because it
just-
gets stuck to your hand.
Well, no,
and
if
it's
you
like
just,
I
if you
can't-
let go and you run through it, it disappears.
I'm just saying, I feel like
I'm saying
Population
y'all
1's
don't
thing
know
is,
it enough
is
to
better,
be critiquing
you know what
it
I
this
mean?
hard.
But that's the other thing, dude. But that's coming in as a new player.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
what I'm
they
saying?
actually introduced a boot camp mode to teach every single aspect.
See, I don't
want
want to have to go through boot camp. I want to just be
wanna
able to pick it
play.
up and play like Population 1.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, Population 1's completely free. Contractors is $30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
well, Pop 1 was a paid game, $30 for a long time until nobody
It
bought
was
it,
for a
and
while.
they had to go free to play.
no, it was like the most played. It went free to play after Oculus bought the studio because it was the most popular VR game for a long fucking time.
Why do you
Like,
think it's called Popular One, dude? It's the number one game, and it's popular.
I guarantee you, if we go look at which game has a higher player count right now, I bet it's Population 1.
I'd make a bet on
It's
that
gonna be
right. No, it's going to be
Contractors.
Contractors 100%.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put $20
Hold
on
on.
that.
You do
I'm not gonna put
contractors.
$20 on it.
I'm
but
gonna do Population One
What are you going to go to look it up?
concurrent players. I'm just gonna do concurrent players. You do the same thing for
I just really feel like it. I don't know.
Population One.
Are we going to be able to get Steam and Oculus numbers though?
I don't
Probably
know how
just
you can
Steam.
do
I think
that.
Steam is the only one that puts the metric out, which is probably
Steam.
not going to give us as much of a fair.
No, Population One had 17 people playing 13 hours on Steam though. That's only Steam. There's
are you
no.
on the SteamDB.info? What are you on?
Yeah, on Steam the average players is 28. Like in the last
Steam
30.
charts.
28
What's
players.
Contractors doing right now?
Hold on, looking.
It's okay. Well, I'm definitely wrong, but I still prefer it.
It's not a whole lot better. Like 126 to 172.
Yeah, but that's all based off of Steam. I imagine most people are playing through the Quest.
Yeah, because I'm about to say almost every player that I've come across has been Quest 3 or Quest 2.
It's just
native.
easier, dude. Like that's why Quest is such a it's not like a huge success,
Accessibility.
but like it's doing better than other VR platforms because it's like you just put it on and it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the beauty of it. Like
Somebody on the Reddit for Population 1 VR was like, "Does anyone know what the player base number is now and what it has been since the game came out?" Somebody put, "There's at least 7." That's so funny. Oh, there's Pop One stats. Like you can go to the website. I think. Let me see.
It's a fun game, man. They
Yeah,
take
I'm
care
not
of
saying
it,
like no. I'm just saying as far as like what I want out of a BR, I want more realistic.
Well, see, I also don't really play Warzone very much because I don't like
the realism.
Well,
You
and
know
also,
what I mean?
like, I played a lot of Contractors too. Like before Showdown came out, I played a shit ton of Contractors.
That's another thing. I wasn't a huge fan of Contractors. You know what I mean? And I don't know why. The only
I don't know either.
military style like VR game that I really, really got into was Firewall 0 Hour, and that wasn't really a military. It was more of like a Rainbow Six type thing.
Yeah.
But I really liked the way the bullet hit you and like the impact and like the amount of damage you took before you died and stuff. It all felt really balanced and good. You know what I mean? And like that's my problem is like I feel like a lot of these VR games don't feel balanced properly. You know, and it's just like one shot and you're dead, which is great. You know, realism, whatever. I don't necessarily want realism. I want to fucking like shoot
Bullet
it out
sponges,
with you. You know what I mean? Like. I want to have an epic firefight. I don't want to just like die. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna die, I want to go out with like a shootout. You know, like.
Well, Pavlov was like that. Pavlov was very like
I didn't
a
feel
couple
I didn't like
shots.
Pavlov either, honestly.
Yeah,
Like
I think you just don't like realism shooters then, because
I
like
don't know,
Pavlov
man.
and Contractors are the best FPS shooters in VR when it comes to realism.
Pavlov was just boring to me. Like it all felt like the bones of a great game. You know
Well,
what
did
I
you
mean?
play the modded lobbies though? Like
Yeah, I mean they're great and all, but I don't want to have to mod my games. I want a game that's out of the box.
You don't
a
have
fucking
to.
good game,
No,
you know
it's
what I mean?
it had
Honestly
in-game-
the best realism shooter that I played that's a VR game was fucking. God, what was it? It was
You didn't have to mod Pavlov. It was in-game support. Like you just went to the modded servers and stuff.
Yeah, I played like the Nuketown and all that
Yeah.
stuff. You know, but it's just again, it was just like
It's just
it was a
straight-up
cool map,
multiplayer.
but like you know, with like even the zombies, like you go into these zombies maps and they recreate the zombies maps perfectly, but it's like lifeless because you don't have all the stuff from zombies in it. You know what I
Which
mean?
ones? Yeah, the modded ones had the guns and everything, like ray gun, all that shit.
Well, maybe I need to go back, but I don't know. The zombies don't feel right to me. Like I just don't like fucking Pavlov, man. I played the shit out of it for hours and hours, and I fucking hate it. I hate it so fucking much, man. Like I hate the gunplay. I hate like the multiplayer. I hate the people in the game playing the game. I hate everything about it.
Dude, the gunplay in Contractors and Pavlov is fantastic. Like as far as like realism
The only
goes.
thing I will say good about Pavlov is that it's got like the physics and stuff, like the gun physics and stuff are great. You know what I mean? Like it has a really complete like shooting like feel. When you're shooting, I like the way that feels and stuff.
Yeah, the recoil
I
was done
prefer
really
that
well.
to Contractors and Onward and fucking. But there was one that was really fun. Like it was a battle royale back in the day before fucking Population 1 and all those. It attempted it.
I have no idea.
Oh, I can't remember. It didn't take off, and nobody ever played it. But like for a week when it came out, it was a lot of fun. But I can't remember what it was fucking called.
I don't know.
Anyways, I don't know. But my thing is like the only good realism game I played is fucking Firewall 0 Hour. That game was a fucking masterpiece, and then they ruined it with the new one they put out. That shit was terrible.
I just wanted to say, did y'all know that Roblox started in 2004?
No, what? No.
No.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
I didn't
wasn't
know.
Roblox like toys before it was a game though?
No.
No?
Some
Was
guy.
it always just a game?
Yeah.
I could have sworn they were like little fucking like not Lego, like Legos but simpler.
You're thinking cubics, bro.
No,
No.
no, I'm pretty sure Roblox was like basic, like simpler Legos.
Mega
before.
blocks. That you're
Is
thinking.
it
Yeah,
Mega
you're
Blocks?
thinking of Mega Blocks,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was about to say no. There is a blocks that's like.
Yeah, there was a guy like back. He was like
What the fuck?
game. He was like a developer for like some type of 3D engine in the 80s, like in the very late 80s, and then throughout the 90s he was trying to make a game. So he made like this game called like Dino Blocks, and then like something else, something blah blah blah, and then finally he like left that company because they were like, yeah, we don't want to make that or whatever, and so he made his own game and released it in 2004 as Roblox. Like the game's been out since 2004.
Damn.
Why is it just now popular? Like, I'm so confused.
I didn't hear about it till
Like 3 or 4 years
5
ago.
years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like when all these kids were like, I want Robux.
that shit is fucking crack to
It
children.
really is, man. They love it.
And any adults that play that shit,
Sus.
I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, definitely. But anyways, We're an hour.
Oh, yeah,
and
fuck.
7
Oh, yeah, my
minutes
bad.
into the
We
show.
have a lot of.
Let me
Brent,
tell
what
y'all.
you got?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
We got into some debates.
No, so I've been playing the Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Nice.
How's
nice.
that?
It's a lot of fun actually. It's way better than I expected it to be. I've just been like yearning for something like new, and I was like, okay, that's like the only game I haven't fucking played. So I downloaded that Ubisoft Plus service or whatever. You know what I mean? Because when I want to play a new Ubisoft game, I never fucking pay for it. I just get a month of the Ubisoft Plus and then play it really fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
So
downloaded.
about all it takes for most Ubisoft games
Yeah,
these
for
days.
sure.
seems
You can
like.
just plow through it really quick. So I've been playing that, and so far it's really good. It's like if you were to take like Far Cry Primal and just like make it a better game, you know what I mean? Like the graphics are insane. The only thing is, you know, like Pandora doesn't have like a whole lot of like cities or anything. It's just a big jungle world, but they did like
Or
a
at
whole.
least a lot of cool monsters and shit.
Oh, there's cool monsters. There's fucking really, really cool landscapes. It's like if you were to take like the verticality of like the Breath of the Wild landscape. You know what I mean? Not Breath of the Wild. What was the one?
Tears
of the Kingdom. It's kind of got that like things branching into the sky type of vibe. You know what I mean? But like everything is like really big and explorable, and you're like parkouring through this massive jungle, and there's like flora everywhere and like flowers and different biomes that like change the environment when like change the monsters that are in the environment that you can hunt for. And so like if you need specific monsters for specific recipes, you can like hunt in different like areas that you'll know that they'll be like by, and you can like hunt in specific areas in those areas to find like the superior version of the like ingredient. So like if you know you're hunting hexapedes, you know they might be in like a certain you know area, and then you know that the good ones drink the water in that area,
The
so
blue milk.
Yeah, so you hunt by the like river, you know what I mean? It's a whole thing, and like
Yeah.
you have this like Navi senses, so you can like it's like Far Cry games where you can like you know look
the
at your
trees? Oh,
characters
wait.
and like
No.
see the people through the walls and shit. But it's also like a scent thing, so you can like smell like trails of animals and like follow them through the woods and stuff. It's really cool. And then there's a lot of cool combat, and like so far it's a lot of fun. The story is really good. The graphics are like stupidly good. But yeah, I've been playing that. And then the Alan Wake DLC came out, which we'll talk about later. But I went ahead and played that, and it's really fucking wacky.
It looked wacky.
I played it all in one night last night. The whole thing took me about like 3 hours maybe to play all 3 DLCs. You know what I
Damn,
mean?
it's only like an hour DLC.
I would honestly say the first one took me about 30 minutes. The second one took me about 45 minutes, and then the third one took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And the third one is definitely the star of the show. Like, so you have 3 characters, and they're all from like the story of Alan Wake, but they're put in these like wacky like offshoot scenarios. You know what I mean? With the third one possibly being like a tie-in to like everything,
Max Payne.
you know, and not necessarily Max Payne, but like it just kind of like brings the whole like universe together. I don't know, it's a whole weird fucking thing, but like you play as the like wacky lady from the diner in the first one, and then the second one you play as the chick from Control, and then in the third one you play as like this dude who's like this cop who's I don't know. It's you got to play you just got to play it. It's so fucking good. But it's really short. It's short but sweet. And mostly it takes you through like existing locations in the, you know, Alan Wake game. So it's not like taking you to new places. But the third one has a lot of really quirky things. Like you're jumping between parallel dimensions. So like it gets really wild towards the end. You know what I mean? I definitely highly recommend it.
I haven't even played Alan Wake 2 yet. So
It's such a good game. It's honestly one of the better games that's come out in the past few years, you know?
it looks good. I got to play it. I liked Control a lot.
I think it's better story-wise than Control.
That's good.
Gameplay-wise, I'd say it's about equal to Control. Control had a lot of... Once you could start flying in Control, it got really fucking fun to, like, just fly around
Super
and throw
easy.
shit.
Yeah, that game got so easy.
I don't
after
know,
a while.
man. I had some really difficult moments in Control also. There were some,
Really?
like, weirdly hard difficulty spikes that, like, would just pop up randomly that were, like, walls for me. Like, you know what I mean? But I was playing... I think I might have been playing on hard difficulty.
That
so
might be
it
the
might have been
case,
my
yeah.
own fault, you know, but...
But just so you guys know, we're going to be jumping into the video game news and using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place for you.
Snatching them.
And we got a bunch of game showcases to cover. I definitely am going to cover the Xbox one because I'm not biased at all. So we got 2 other ones though. We got the Ubisoft and Game Fest. Or
I can get the Game Fest one if you want, but I didn't get the Ubisoft one.
I will locate the Ubisoft then.
Awesome.
All right, let's jump into the Xbox because this is gonna be the big shit right here. Honestly, this is a very important game showcase for Xbox. I mean, this is basically like the make or break, because we're past mid-gen at this point with the Xbox Series X and S and the PS5. Like, we're reaching the latter half of the generation, which is so weird to hear. But anyways, here we go. So Call of Duty Black Ops 6 kicked off the show with a gameplay trailer. As new Call of Duty games release every year, we get to see the new settings that millions of players will soon enjoy. That's exactly what the trailer gave us a look at, revealing a post-Cold War era for the world of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and some of the characters that star in it. This is a teaser video for those who have been hoping to see the series return to the past for years. The Call of Duty Black Ops 6 launches for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles later this year. I think it was November or something. It doesn't say in this. But Doom: The Dark Ages was officially revealed by id Software.
This is
looks
important
awesome.
right here, man. I want that in my life.
It looks so good. And just know, all of these games that we're mentioning are coming to Game Pass as well. All the first-party games like Doom,
Let's
Call of Duty,
fucking
Black Ops 6.
I feel like there's so many Doom knockoffs, but like none of them really just capture the vibe that Doom puts out, So it's nice to have a new Doom for real, And I didn't say anything about Call of Duty, but it's also nice to have some Black Ops zombies coming again.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
The zombies, and it's coming to Game Pass. I don't have to pay for that shit.
Yes.
I can just play zombies with everybody. But Doom is back at the Xbox Game Showcase series. Developer id Software revealed Doom: The Dark Ages, a medieval take on the legendary FPS franchise that is coming to PC and consoles later this year. First gameplay for the project revealed a game that is undeniably Doom, while also looking like something fans of the franchise have never seen before.
The skull grinder thing was cool.
Yeah.
This interesting twist might have leaked ahead of its official release, but that trailer still packs a punch. It says it includes first footage of a chainsaw shield, some impressive gore mechanics, and a few new brutal weapons. Which, there's like the gun that you just load skulls into,
and the skulls go up and then grind into pieces that shoot out like a fucking shotgun spray.
So cool. And then you're gonna have some melee shit going on this time.
I'm about to
around.
say they better bring it with the fucking melee weapons, especially with it being a medieval setting. Like they have to.
It was also cool seeing like one of the big like demons with a sword,
Just
or,
a
like in a
big
maze.
Giant ass sword, right?
Yeah, one of them had a sword. One had it like the mace, like with the chain and all that shit. Flail, whatever the fuck you call it. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk bad
Talking
about
to Mr. Rin.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm the authority.
The authority. But then we got a look at developer Undead Labs' State of Decay 3. We haven't seen them since 2020, I think.
Or Morningstar.
Yeah. I'm going to play it.
It just looks like more State of Decay. But footage of the zombie survival game revealed an entry that encourages players to look for signs of hope as waves of zombies swarm them and their friends. The trailer mostly sets up the world of State of Decay 3 while introducing some gruesome new enemies, which you can now watch in a trailer. But and this one, I'm going to wait till Brent gets back out here for. So we'll jump on over to Fallout 76. You'll be able to play as ghouls. I guess
what?
That's a big deal.
Who the fuck would want to play as a ghoul?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
It says
is it just like a character option, or
it's a class or like a character option now? Yeah, it says Fallout 76 will soon be able to play as their very own ghoul character. It's a character option fans have begged for years, and as shown in the game's latest trailer, they'll only have to wait until early 2025 to receive the new content. Details on what
you're looking at, smooth skin.
Yeah, that's all we want. Dragon Age, the Velguard. This is the new Dragon Age game, Brent.
Yeah, no, I watched the 20-minute gameplay of it earlier.
Does it look pretty good?
It looks a lot better than the Xbox
trailer they
would
showed.
lead you to believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
the trailer they showed at the Xbox showcase made it look like a fucking
Like
hero
hero
shooter
shooter
or
or
something. It looked terrible, but the 20 minutes of gameplay they showed off earlier looked fun. I mean, it looked like the combat looked good. The combat, or the dialogue choices looked very, very limited for a Dragon Age game. Like, there was only like two or three instances in the 20 minutes of gameplay where it actually gave you a choice to like select what your character was going to say, and usually it was just a like, who am I bringing with me, or what do I do in this situation? And, and then like it looked like, okay, maybe it's gonna let you pick pivotal things, like, okay, are we gonna go side with this guy, side with that guy, kind of thing. So maybe it'll get deeper as the game goes on.
Yeah, it's probably just early stuff.
But it looks beautiful. The actual gameplay looks gorgeous, and like the trailer they showed at the Xbox show looked all fucking cartoony and weird. I mean, this one still kind of has that like cartoony vibe, but it's like really, really pretty. Yeah.
But it's going to be called Dragon Age the Velguard, which it was called something different before, but they
Dreadwolf, I think.
Yeah, they changed the name. And then we got a Starfield DLC trailer, which was called Shattered Space.
Okay.
Says
Gonna dig into like
Shatter
the
a
cult,
little space.
that space cult.
yeah, it says content. It will expand on the already massive sci-fi RPG's universe with colorful new locations and story moments, though a release date outside of a promise to launch in 2024 was not revealed. Starfield players can look forward to a laundry list of new content that is launching later today, which
was they added mod support with a whole like
list
the
of
Creation Club thing.
yeah, and how they're doing it, so it's actually pretty neat. Like a majority of the mods that are on there are free, but then there's also some that are you have to pay for with like credits, with like actual currency, which I like and don't like at the same time, because one, I don't like paying for mods, but two,
if somebody wants to make money off their mod.
somebody can make money if they put a bunch of fucking work into a mod. They could potentially make money off of it. It also incentivizes people to
to
make mods for it. So hopefully
Yeah.
they're not taking a big cut of those creation credits or whatever they're calling them.
Gotcha. And then World of Warcraft, The War Within got a release date trailer. So Microsoft now oversees Blizzard Entertainment, and that means that Xbox Game Showcase was the perfect place to show off the latest World of Warcraft expansion, The War Within. The next DLC drops for the long-running fantasy MMO and has a release date of August 26, 2024, meaning players only have to wait a little more than 2 months to go hands-on. And basically, I don't know anything about that. So, and then Claire Obscure Expedition 33 trailer was revealed for a 2025 launch. The Xbox Game Showcase gave gaming fans a lot of updates on games they already knew about, but it also revealed new games like Kepler and Sandfall Interactive's third-person adventure game, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Little is known about this mystical Xbox title outside of the fact that it promises to come to Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S, and PC sometime in 2025.
The trailer looked cool.
It looks like Final Fantasy. Like it's like a weird. That's the one, right? That where it looked like a Final Fantasy game.
I don't remember thinking it looked like Final Fantasy whenever we were watching it, but maybe.
Which one was this one? Because hold on, I'm about to check it out because I know that there were a lot of people talking about this one.
I don't remember much other than thinking, wow, that looked pretty cool. And I think maybe it was like horror-ish themed. Hang on, let's see.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the trailer just to see what it was. Oh, no, this is that. Yeah, this is the
a little
weird
Final Fantasy looking. Yeah, this is the turn-based one. Yeah, that's right.
It's like a turn-based, like almost
like a Persona kind of fighting style, but like a
Dark Souls type bosses.
Yeah,
like
the Elden Ring vibes, Elden Ring and Persona mix. It kind of has good looks.
It looks very beautiful, but this is supposed to be an Xbox. Yeah, I don't think it's an Xbox exclusive, to be honest. So I don't know why they showed it here, but it is coming to Game Pass day one. So
well, that's why.
South of Midnight gameplay trailer was revealed.
No, this is the one where she's on the big catfish.
Yeah,
around.
this
looked interesting.
Yeah, so South of Midnight reappeared at the Xbox Game Showcase to deliver a look at its humid swamp settings and the combat players can enjoy when adventuring through them. This stylized third-person title was previously revealed as the next title from the We Happy Few team last year, and features cutscenes with mesmerizing stop motion like movement expect to see more from its magical alligators and catfish as we move closer to its release on Game Pass in 2025. I didn't know it was coming from the We Happy Few people, but they're owned by Xbox now, I think.
Oh, okay.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is coming to everything, obviously, except for Switch. Snake
This looks
Eater.
tight.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Like, it's just more
It's just a remaster of Snake Eater, right?
remake.
Yeah.
Not
remake?
a remake complete. I think it's a reboot, actually. It's not even a remake. Like, they changed some of the stuff. There's a lot of mechanic changes. Like
He's like diving and jumping around in different ways and stuff.
yeah, it looks so good.
Looks really cool.
But Sea of Thieves is strong with more content in season 13. Goodness gracious,
Yeah.
coming July 25th. The reason I can tell you, it came to PS5 and PS4, so that's why it's doing so hot right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was like the number one selling game on PS4 and PS5 like last month or
Hell
whatever,
yeah.
whenever it dropped.
Because all these people for years have been like, oh, I'll play some Sea of Thieves with you if I had an Xbox, you know? Now
Yeah.
they can.
And
do
it
that.
still had like a decent population, like
Even
when
before,
It was,
Well, the PC crowd, too. There's a lot of people playing it on PC also.
it's,
Then this one looked okay. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn is out next month. So one highlight from the Xbox Game Showcase that might have gone unnoticed by players was Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, the next game from the team behind Ashen at A44 Games. This flashy third-person action game is described as an explosive Souls-like, and its gameplay backs that claim up. It's out July 18th, and it's coming to Game Pass. So
What was it called?
that's the one that we watched. She has the little fox thing with her.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a Souls Light is
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
said. But it's beautiful looking. And that's coming
Might
out
be alright.
next month. Hey, for free, I'll play it.
For free.
Yeah, but I call Game Pass free because I'm going to pay for it either way. Perfect Dark was shown off.
Oh, yeah. This was pretty hyped. Yeah. Like, this looked really good.
Perfect Dark has remained in the shadows since it was revealed many years ago. But during
Many years ago.
today's dude, the last one that came out was on the 360. But during today's Xbox Games Showcase, Microsoft finally gave us a nice long look at what the team at the Initiative and Crystal Dynamics have been up to. The extended look at gameplay shows Agent Dark as she sneaks over and around city streets while taking out enemies with style. Perfect Dark
Looks
is
tight.
looking good so far, but we're still left without a release date. However, the trailer did at least confirm that the title will be available day one on Game Pass. Well, not shit. Age of Mythology Retold plots ahead with September release date. It will utilize modern RTS mechanics to deliver magical strategy gameplay when it comes to Xbox Game Pass and blah, blah, blah on September 4th. So that one's just like a Age of Empires type game with gods in it. Diablo 4's Vessel of Hatred expansion materializes with a release date.
This was a wild fucking cutscene they showed off. Like,
Right? I thought it was going to be something like on its own. There's Diablo. A cinematic trailer for the first Diablo 4 expansion, Vessel of Hatred, made an appearance and revealed a release date of October 8th, 2024. Its schedule update that puts the DLC out just in time for Halloween, and judging by this new trailer, it will indeed be a fittingly unnerving addition to the latest Diablo experience. Then, my favorite out of everything was Fable.
oh man, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so hyped for Fable.
It looks so good.
It had like better than Hogwarts Legacy looking graphics, like
Yeah.
with just a better than Hogwarts Legacy looking world. Fucking,
it
the-
better
the-
have the fucking freedom.
The music.
it looked
dude.
like it did, dude. Honestly, like just the vibe I was getting looked like you're getting a straight up Fable game with just insane graphics. Like,
Yeah.
Though Fable, like the original Fable, really wasn't that big. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of linear.
no,
parts to
it
the
wasn't
first
that
Fable.
big, but there was so much to do
Yeah.
in the world. You know what I mean? That's all that matters to me. And I think that's a big problem with games today is they're so focused on making the map big, but they don't
Nothing
fill it
to
out.
do.
You know?
Content in the map.
Like I only want a big map if it's just full of shit. That's why the Fallout games are so good. That's why Skyrim and Oblivion are so good because the map is huge, but it's also jam packed with shit. I mean, like
Yeah.
there are points in Fallout 4 where your little compass is so clustered up with like icons around you that it's like you don't even know which one to go to. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, Playground Games has shown us a few sneak peeks at its next Fable game, but today's appearance gave us a solid look at its gameplay for the first time. Specifically, the footage focused on Humphrey, a retired hero, as he warns us about what it takes to make it in this new magical world. We'll learn more about this fresh take on the franchise and its giant toads as we inch closer to its 2025 release for Xbox Game Pass and the rest, and PC, I mean. Yeah, it looked super humorous, like there's good comedy in it that actually kind of makes sense with the world and Fable and everything, and like it felt good. It felt like good at voice acting.
Fan clubs and
It
haters.
felt very
and all that.
Fable, yeah.
Then Fragpunk was revealed. I don't remember this one with the creative FPS gameplay. Fragpunk was one of a few new games to make their debut at the 2024 Xbox Game Pass or at Games Showcase, and it made sure to leave an impression. In its reveal trailer, Bad Guitar Studios' 5v5 hero shooter seeks to break the rules with borderline wacky ability cards and fast-paced gunplay. That's the one with the cards.
One with the cards, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out in 2025. And then the Xbox Games Showcase featured new installments in some of the biggest gaming franchises of all time, but it also took the time to show off a much smaller adventure, Winter Burrow. This little survival game puts players in the tiny clothes of a mouse who's trying their best after finding their childhood home destroyed. Craft, knit, bake, and meet new friends with this cozy adventure game. It's coming to Game Pass 2025.
Sweet.
Yeah. Mixtape sees music and story take center stage. It's a coming-of-age narrative adventure from the team behind The Artful Escape and at Beethoven and Dinosaur. What? In its reveal trailer, players are promised a warm story that features music from artists like Devo, The Smashing Pumpkins, Lush, Roxy Music, Iggy Pop, Sweezy, and Banshees, Joy Division, and more. Mixtape launches for Xbox Game Pass and PC in 2025. Life is Strange returns to a classic character with a new entry.
I'm hyped about this one.
Yeah, this is coming out October 29th. It's basically they're bringing back Max Caulfield and going through some crazy story. So with new abilities and whatnot, I'm guessing. And then Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is coming November 19th. And a trailer for the company's serene airplane sim focused on the variety of vehicles players can pilot upon its release later this year. Like, basically, there was like...
What, a whole new installment?
Yeah.
Or just a continuation?
It's like a continuation. It's
just like an expansion. They're adding like hot air balloons and like fire rescues and like a bunch of different professions, like commercial flights.
Yeah, you can now do commercial flights and like...
They even showed at one
straight
point
into New York. No,
they showed somebody like landing a helicopter and like getting out of the helicopter and like taking pictures of something
animals
in the jungle or
yeah, it was for what was it? It was like
a
safari
thing. Yeah, it looked cool.
That's
I was like,
cool.
if I can get out of the fucking helicopter, that'd be tight to just
Hell
land
yeah.
on top of a building and get out and look around. You know?
Dude, I was thinking about, I almost played it last night just because I have the 4070 Super now. I want to give it another go in VR.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I bet that shit would be so nice.
Dude, yeah.
Dude,
'cause
I was saying like in a hot air balloon in that game, like just chilling in VR would be so cool.
that'd be
Yeah.
dope. Otherwise, it'd be boring as fuck.
Yeah,
But
like if you're playing it on a flat screen, yeah, but like if you're in VR and you're like having to walk around,
I'm going to do a hot air balloon right over my apartment and be like,
Yeah, that'd be actually
land
really
and take a
tight.
picture of you.
You could probably modify it to be like a super windy day and just have the wind sweep you away in a hot air balloon and see how that feels. You know what I mean?
That'd be tight.
crash a hot air balloon.
And then we got Indiana Jones trailer.
This also looks tight.
It does.
Very
Yeah.
hyped for Indiana Jones.
I don't think they said when this was coming, but the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle gameplay trailer.
Honestly,
I didn't
Troy
even see
Baker
it.
is such a talented voice actor. He sounds just like fucking Indiana Jones.
He really does. I thought they did like AI or something at first, like where they just took like his voice and just made it talk.
Right?
But developer Lindsay Games and publisher 505 Games announced that their action RPG Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is coming to Xbox Game Pass on day one. Look forward to. Wasn't there another one that just came out that was like Wukong or something.
Fallen Monkey or something like the
It hasn't come out, or the one that the
Fallen Dynasty. That's the Wukong,
Wukong
Fallen
Fallen Dynasty,
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need that. We
Fallen
got
Monkey.
Wukong
There's too
at
many
home.
Wu. Yeah.
We got Wu Chang, dude.
And then there's also the what's the one with the monkey god, or like what?
That's the one.
No,
The
there's a
Wu-
different one. There's another one that's just like it, like both of these. Hold up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out.
It hasn't come out yet though.
Yeah, no, there's one that's already out and one that hasn't
Yeah,
come out
Wukong
yet.
Fallen Dynasty. I
That
think
one's
is-
out, yeah, but then
'Cause
there's
that's like
like
a Souls
something Black Myth.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what it
Black
is.
Myth Wukong.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
That's it. Yeah.
And that one revolves around like the
The monkey god guy,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why they all confuse me, because there's all
Yeah.
some sort of like woo something and then a
Yeah.
monkey god, yeah.
Wu Chang sounds too much like Wu Tang. Like,
Wu Chang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Hell
but
yeah.
Avowed will soon join Obsidian's long list of RPGs, and at the
Yeah,
Xbox
Black
Game
Myth
Show.
Wukong.
At the Xbox Game Showcase, the team gave us a better look at the lush fantasy world awaiting players when it launches later this year. Yes, there is still no release date, but the footage shown should help keep players waiting. Alongside sweeping shots of bright locations filled with vibrant purples and blues, we can see fire and ice magic combat, traps, and a variety of enemies. Enemy types. Avowed launches for Xbox Game Pass in 2024. Atomfall looked awesome.
Oh yeah. Avowed actually didn't. I mean, like, you know, I'm still hyped for it, but the
Me too.
trailer wasn't like the best trailer. But also, judging by how bad the fucking trailer was for, you know,
Outer
Dragon
Dragon
Age,
Age.
and then seeing the gameplay, like, I'm not like losing hope over any trailer that doesn't like directly show gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It did show
That's fair.
gameplay though.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
It just
But-
like, they keep
Womp
showing like
womp.
what looks like the same areas. You know what I mean? But the Sniper Elite team at Rebellion has set a course for greener post-apocalyptic pastures with the revealed trailer for its next game, Atomfall.
Oh yeah, this one looks dope.
Packed with color and deadly dreamlike locations, this first-person survival action game sees players exploring a version of Britain plagued by nuclear waste. This one's due out on Xbox Game Pass in 2025.
Damn, they're just gonna do the modding team that
Yeah.
just worked on Fallout Britain.
This one looks good though. Like,
Yeah,
did
this
you
one
watch the
looks
trailer
really
for this?
tight.
No, I didn't see the.
Dude, look it up, Atomfall.
I'll have to look it up.
But and then we saw some Assassin's Creed Shadows, more like, you know, gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was only in the Ubisoft thing.
They showed it here too.
I'm gonna stay hyped about that one until it comes out. Honestly, I've been waiting for a real Assassin's Creed game to come out. From now on, if you're not like a fucking Odyssey or a fucking Origins or something, you're not a real Assassin's Creed. That's how I feel. Mirage, like, it was a good game, but to me, it doesn't. It's not like a. I don't even consider it like a mainline Assassin's Creed game because of the magnitude of the other Assassin's Creed games. You know what I'm saying? Is that
Yeah.
wrong of me to think that way? You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
No, I mean, I think, you know, we're all entitled to our opinions.
No
I'm
matter
just
how,
kidding.
but
just immediately like start hating. No,
no,
like, yeah, I just don't care enough like about either.
Yeah.
But I feel you. Like, if I was into that franchise, I would want the bigger, like, you know.
I am
awesome
hyped
shit.
about this one though.
It does look
seeing
cool.
the gameplay gives me a lot more faith in it, but also just the fact that you can go two routes, or you can play two characters. You can go super stealthy with the ninja, or just beat the shit out of everybody as a giant man in a land of short people. Like
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yasuke is like, he's got a foot on like everybody around him, which historically, like the historical,
Probably true.
the historical depictions of Yasuke, he was significantly taller than the average like Japanese person, and
Hell
he just
yeah.
had that huge like kanabo and just like swinging that shit.
Me fucking people up.
Yeah,
GSC Game World has been hard at work on Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, but the team still found the time to splice together a gameplay trailer for this year's Xbox Game Showcase. The FPS Survival Project's footage takes fans across some of the zone's sewers and fields, showing some of the friends and foes they will come across upon launch. Stalker 2's environment is just as deadly as its inhabitants, and we'll learn more about it when it releases on September 5th, 2024. And then the Xbox Game Showcase does focus on all the games players can look forward to in Xbox's future, but it also revealed some of the new hardware that will soon be available to purchase. Microsoft unveiled upgraded Xbox Series X and S consoles today that come with additional storage for those looking to download all the hottest Game Pass releases.
Or just one copy of Call of Duty.
Or that, yeah. The presentation also came with the reveal of an all-digital white version of the Xbox Series X. So,
I wonder if it's going to be cheaper.
no, probably not.
You'd think it would be.
No.
You would hope.
The PlayStation's discless version is cheaper.
Yeah, but no. Like, I mean, I think the Xbox is already cheaper than the PS5 in general, like right off the bat.
No, it's not.
Wasn't it? It was like
No.
$50 cheaper or something, I thought.
They're both
No.
500, right?
Both 5.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know.
Now they're 4, right?
No.
Well, I think-
Well, you talking about the Series X?
Yeah.
Just
Are
any
they?
of them. I don't know, dude.
I don't
Wait,
know.
look, how much does the Series X cost?
Okay.
I thought it was still 500.
Xbox Series X.
And for that matter, how much?
Faux fitty.
Yeah,
Faux
450. I knew it was
Oh.
$50 cheaper.
Faux fitty.
That was a good deal.
Yeah, so I mean, like you're already getting it. Yeah, it's but a PS5 digital edition
Oh
is
shit.
400.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So they would have to drop it $50, but they didn't say anything about price or anything.
Well, and I'm seeing a disc version fucking faux fitty too.
Is it
Really?
new though?
It's from PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Then
Okay, shit.
Maybe it has
PlayStation.
gone down.
Faux fitty. It's on sale. I don't know how long. Yeah, originally $4.99, but on sale on PlayStation for $4.50. I guess they
Shit.
saw that $4.50 on Xbox. Said we gotta go to
Yeah,
$4.50.
they can't let that one slide, dog.
Fucking-
Then it's been 5 years since the release of Gears 5, and now we finally know what developer the Coalition has been up to. The first trailer for Gears of War E-Day has revealed that the long-awaited continuation of Microsoft's brutal cover shooter series will be a prequel centered on a young Marcus Phoenix. We're not too surprised to see the Gears of War franchise finally make a comeback with a new mainline entry, but it's still so nice to see those Lancers revving up once again.
Me and Jamal thought they were gonna do something super hype there.
Yeah.
It was like the end of the show, and they're like, "Oh yeah, one more thing we want to show you guys."
hey, for
Take
a
a
lot
look.
of people, that is a big deal.
No,
I mean,
and don't get me wrong. You know, I'm glad that those people are getting their Gears of War, but I was so ready for something way more hype than that. I don't know what it was gonna be. I don't know what I thought it was gonna be.
We didn't get a release date for it.
I know.
either.
I've got several friends that are gonna be super hyped about that.
Hell yeah.
Apparently,
And
they're
it's
going
nice.
back to the horror like roots of it. Like
Good.
Yeah,
that.
and it's a prequel. Yeah, I'm just glad to see them just try to change it up.
Yeah, switch it up.
And you can't go wrong with going back to like the OGs.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking
Keeping
because it's
it-
gonna have Marcus and Dom in it for sure.
Yeah.
The Ogs. But anyways,
The
that's
cogs.
That's it
The
for the
cogs.
Xbox.
Oh, the Ogs. I see what you did there.
yeah, I
don't.
think
it.
honestly,
What did I do?
Ogs,
just
OGs.
No, I don't.
I think honestly the star of the show there for me has got to be Fable or
Yeah,
Adamfall. Adamfall was really cool too.
I think
Fable for me for sure.
Perfect Dark.
Oh, Perfect
Fable.
Dark, yeah.
Dude, there was a Doom. Like, there's
Doom.
too many.
There's a
good
lot of
things.
really good things.
This is honestly the best Xbox showcase that we've had ever. I think besides like back in the day when Xbox was good. So like we finally got something, but there was a lot of 2025 releases, which is
Gotta
unfortunate.
be
Yeah.
careful. Phil's gonna find you.
and God only knows
And
if
give me a
those
hug,
2025 releases are actually going to make 2025, you know.
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
Only time.
All right, moving on to the Summer Game Fest 2024. We had some fun
Yaw.
announcements. Nothing super crazy, but you know, we had a lot of fun. You know, that's all that
We
matters.
have a lot of fun
We'll
around
fuck
here.
around.
We
man.
fuck around. We had a lot of fun. So you know, Jeff Keighley came out. He was having a lot of fun. Sorry, I'll stop.
Do we have a lot of fun?
We had a lot of fun. So they announced Lego Horizon Adventures is coming to PlayStation
what the
5,
fuck?
which is a straight up Lego game based on the Horizon series.
Such
So
a random like.
it was very random, but it looked like a cute combo, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're just wanting to like. It looked like a more of a less tactical combat game and just like a fun like romp through the Horizon
It's
universe
like a co-op.
with Legos.
A 2-player co-op Lego game.
Yeah.
With in the Horizon.
in the
game.
Horizon universe. Yeah.
It'd be funny if they just did like God of War. Like,
Oh my god,
Lego. They
that
should
would
have
be
done
sick, actually, dude.
That'd have been
Rated
better.
M, just like.
That. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious. Anyways, and then they announced Quidditch Champions launches this year. It looked super.
We're about to find out, Brent. We're about to find out if this is a good game. Okay.
We are about to
Those
find out.
motherfuckers.
I
wish they
mean,
would've-
real talk. People are either gonna play it for a long periods of time, or like
It looks like
right off the bat, it's gonna have a big player base.
Of course, but that's because it looks like what's that game? Rocket League. It looks like a mix of Rocket League and Fortnite, like the way that they tried to make it look.
See, I haven't gotten a chance to watch that yet. I'm kind of salty that they didn't just
Use
do,
the game
or even just the game engine. Like, why?
because they wanted it to look like Fortnite. Like that's the whole point. They're trying to sell it to kids.
Honestly, they also probably had
They
to
had a
like
beautiful-
throw it together really fast, and
Or
make
they
it.
could have just worked on it good using the Hogwarts Legacy engine and made it look really good and just
Maybe they
done it
needed
to
a
it.
more dynamic like game engine to make the game more fun. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
I
it's
haven't
100% marketing. They
Yeah.
just know what kids like and they know what kids play, and they wanted to make it look like that.
Well,
you think? I
kids
think
didn't
it's
play
gotta
Quidditch
have
World
been
Cup
a-
back in the day, so fuck.
Dude, look at the
Dude, I
very
fucking
beginning.
played
Whenever they
Quidditch
show
World Cup.
that
That was my
trailer
shit.
and
Yes.
it zooms in, it literally looks like Rocket League, like
What?
straight
Okay.
up. Like just go look it up.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens there. Hopefully, it's fun.
Yeah.
Then they talked about No More Room in Hell 2. It's bringing its first-person shooter zombie gameplay to early access this Halloween.
It looked okay.
Looked okay. With some co-op gameplay. Let's see. Star Wars Outlaws got another.
That game we were just talking about. It looks like a good Back for Blood. Like it looks like
Yeah.
the actual Left 4 Dead.
It really does look like it took place in Fortnite.
Did I not
Right.
say it, like
Absolutely.
and the map, like or not the map, but the area looks like
scenery.
Rocket League, like the stadium, like it,
Oh.
it looks like a
Well-
Rocket League stadium.
I mean, it's just a stadium.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ground. Look at the fucking like the way that they made the ground look and shit. It's just weird. It looks like you could put a bubble on it, and it would just be Rocket League. But anyways, go.
Watch, they're gonna have a crossover.
Okay. Moving on. We had another Star Wars Outlaws teaser trailer with some more Star Wars Outlaws outlawing.
We don't even need to do the Ubisoft because like all of this shit was.
Right. This is on August 30th is when it's coming out, apparently. So get ready for that. Get ready to do some outlaw stuff. Then we got the official reveal trailer of Civilization 7. I know a lot of people are probably psyched about that. That might be one of the bigger release or reveals at the game or whatever this was.
Game Fest.
Game Fest. Yeah, I almost called it the Game Awards.
I've never gotten into like a Civ game, but I
Well, I
imagine
mean,
it could
Played
be
one
fun.
a long time ago.
I think for people who are into that kind of game, Civilization is like the pinnacle, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So this has got to be a hype for them, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Then we got
Absolutely.
Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, official
Spark-
release date
Sparking
trailer.
Zero.
Huh?
Sparking Zero.
Sparking Zero.
Not
Sparkly Zero.
Sparkling Zero.
That's hilarious. I thought it was Sparkling
I am
Zero.
super hyped about this one. We finally got a release date for
Yeah,
it too.
October 11th
Let's
this year. We
fucking
got
go.
some games coming out this year finally.
Yeah, they're gonna be. This is like the Budokai Tenkaichi reboot.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like the
Yeah.
graphics look really good. The combat looks good. Definitely down to get on there.
Super super hyped.
Then we got Batman Arkham Shadow official trailer. So this
That's
is
the VR one, right?
yes, this is the Quest 3 exclusive Batman Shadow Arkham Shadow. So this is coming out. It says Quest 3 exclusive. I don't know if that's actually like means it's gonna be only playable on the Quest 3.
Or just that it's not playable on 2.
I mean, like, I don't know if that's the case, because, like, Meta, I guess, made a big deal about not making their games, like, only playable on the 3, you know what I mean? So hopefully...
We didn't see any gameplay with it either. It was just a trailer, cinematic trailer.
Yeah, but it's made by the people who made Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, so...
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it should be pretty
Ooh.
good.
Damn, they've been fucking busy then.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to see what they can do with it. I trust them as developers, and I think that given another IP, they'll be excited, and reinvigorated and ready to do something cool.
As long as it didn't take away from whatchamacallit, the Titan game. What is it?
They're working on Attack on Titan.
No. The big, the one that we were talking about last week.
Behemoth.
Behemoth, yeah, because the Walking
they're working
Dead
on
Saints
that
and
too.
Sinners, yeah, they did that one too.
Damn.
Yeah.
They've been busy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They've been busy because they did Behemoth too.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Hang on. I need to look up who's developing Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I mean, not Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. The Batman game. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure they did Behemoth. The team that did Saints and Sinners.
Yeah, I know at the beginning of the trailer it says something about who the developer is. Anyways, Street Fighter 6. Rocksteady? No.
Yeah,
for the Arkham Shadow.
That's Arkham VR. My bad. What was?
Yeah, look up Arkham Shadow, because Arkham VR came out for the PlayStation VR back in the day, and that was cool too. But it was more of like an experience. Yeah. Yeah, and then they got that Street Fighter 6. We got a whole bunch of new characters coming. We got Terry and Mai and M. Bison all coming, going to do big things. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is one of the more hype announcements from...
It was Camouflage, the people who did Iron Man VR.
Iron Man VR, okay. A little less exciting than... But they still did a good job with Iron Man VR.
Yeah, you had plenty of good to say about it.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay. This was one of the more hype announcements from the... what is it? The Summer Game Fest? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting what it's called. Bloomhouse Games unveils a whole bunch of games. So let me just read this article for you. Bloomhouse, a studio that has made a name for itself over the last decade with horror movies like Megan, Five Nights at Freddy's. Why are those the two movies it chooses to be like, these are they made a name for itself? It's like Bloomhouse.
Because they're the most popular.
Right now, I guess. But they've produced so many great horror movies. Anyways.
Well, Five Nights at Freddy's is probably as popular as it gets.
Yeah, I guess among gamers. Five Nights at Freddy's makes sense.
Yeah.
Megan was actually a pretty good movie, too. Yeah. Anyways, enough hating. Is entering the gaming business. Instead of launching the new endeavor with just one video game project, however, the studio announced a variety of horror games from the teams like Eyes Out, Half Mermaid, Cozy Game Pals, Perfect Garbage, Play Me Studios, and Vermilia. Bloomhouse explained that its goal is to offer games for more than one kind of player. It kicks off with Fear the Spotlight, but other titles like Grave Seasons, Sleep Awake, Crizzle Theater of Idols are on the way too. So there's a whole bunch of like random horror games of all kinds of different styles that they showed off. Some of them, one of them's like an Animal Crossing looking game with like murder investigations, and some of them are just more straight horror. But they all look great, you know what I mean? Like, not all of them. Some of them kind of look trash. But, like, for the most part, I'm excited that they're putting out a bunch of new Bloomhouse games. It'll be fun to have, like, a new producer in the horror game space just filling it up. You know what I mean?
Hopefully they do some VR.
Right? Ooh, that'd be sick, actually.
Right.
Power Rangers is getting an old school style beat 'em up game, which is cool. I think that'll be something that maybe I'm into just because of like my nostalgia towards the fucking old school Power Rangers games. You know what I mean?
Holy shit! Yeah, there was one on like Sega Genesis, right?
Yes, dude.
Holy fuck!
I had it on
beating at the
Sega.
Putty Men, or
yes.
what are they called?
The
Putty Patrollers or something.
They're just the Putty Men.
I don't think Putty Patrollers.
No,
that's like Puppy Patrol or.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's the Putty Men.
Are you sure? I feel
Absolutely
like they had a better
positive.
name.
They're the putties. Like, it's
no, fucking what the fuck? Brent's right.
No way.
Yes, they're literally the Putty Patrollers.
I'm telling you, dog.
No.
I watched hella Power Rangers back
Hold
in
on.
the day,
Oh
bro.
my
Hold
God,
on.
hold on.
No way.
I swear
Hold
to
up.
God.
So I used to play that on the Sega Game Gear too.
Yes,
back in the
they're
day,
the fucking Putty Patrollers.
Are
Hell
you
yeah,
fucking
dog.
kidding me? My whole life I thought they were just
I
called
thought
the
they were
Putty
Putty
Men.
Men.
You tried to make it cooler than it was, bro.
The
Putty Patrollers, bro.
I mean, Power Rangers, Putty Patrollers.
Dude, The Rangers sound so dope, though. There's there's Rangers
Well,
in
they're
the
the
military.
bad guys. They don't want to
to.
make them sound cool.
Yeah, they weren't really that cool. They were
And
just
they
like,
were,
wah, wah, wah,
they-
wah,
yeah,
wah.
and they were dumb as shit.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
Holy fuck! Sorry, Brent. Yeah,
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's, you know.
Nah, dude, whenever we do
They're
our
like geodudes with bodies.
when we do our trivia, we got to do just like 2000s.
Hey, let's
like,
do Power Rangers trivia. I'll
No.
fucking wreck that shit.
It's too specific. I was gonna say
will not.
early 2000s, or we could do 90s like kids TV
I need
shows.
Mighty Dude, yeah.
90s kids
sees.
All
kids
right,
TV
yeah,
shows.
that's gonna
that
be a
might
good
be a
one.
good one.
All right.
God, putty patrollers. That bothers the fuck out of me.
Not even just putty patrol, but putty patrollers, dude.
All right. Let's see. We got Mecha Break sets beta test date
That
for
looks
this
cool.
August. Yeah, we got some mechas. They're gonna be breaking.
Look like Gundam.
It
like
does.
you just get to make your own shit.
It does. It look pretty cool. Let's see. We got the first Descendants get July release date. Nexon's free-to-play sci-fi looter shooter, The First Descendants, has locked down a release date of July 2nd, 2024. So, check that
Oh,
out.
by the way, I think that Mecha Break game, I think the guy who did like the Gundam designs or whatever did some of the designs for that game.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. I saw like a screenshot. It looked pretty similar.
I think he had something to do with it, but it's supposed to be like just
Somebody's
online
gonna get
multiplayer.
sued. That'd
Like-
be dope. I'm down for an online Gundam game that like with.
It's like realistic
Well, there is
graphics
an
too.
online
It's not like
Gundam game. Yeah,
fucking cartoony.
I'm about to say the online Gundam game that there is, it's pretty like low quality graphics. If I remember correctly.
You need to watch the trailer for this one. It looks
Yeah, I'll
dope.
check it out.
Anyways,
Okay. Let's see. Alan Wake 2 got Night Springs DLC dropped, and like it immediately came out, which I love. You know what I mean?
Nice.
A lot of fun to be played there. It's not, I wouldn't rush out and just buy it, unless
Let
you're
it get
just like
cheaper.
a super fan, you know what I mean? But it is a lot of fun. There's more DLC on the way too, so you have to get the deluxe edition to get this. So you'll get both DLCs if you purchase it. So. Anyways,
yes.
let's see. Skate got an official update, which means not much. They basically just showed a bunch of pre-alpha of shit and people skating all over this city that looked half-built, and it looked like fun. And they were it was a very self-aware trailer. They made like a bunch of jokes about it and stuff, you know what I mean?
I'm ready for another skate game.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
think
too long.
it's going to be cool, man.
I hope
think
they do it right.
we just got to be patient, and I think it's going to happen. But they're still working on it at least, so that's confirmed. It said Valorant is coming to consoles. That's pretty cool. I think people are probably hyped
How?
about that.
how would you even play that? Because you can't even play with a controller on PC. That's gonna be so
they're gonna
weird.
figure it out, dog. They'll probably make a
It's very Counter-Strike. Like it's very like you have to have a mouse. Like
Counter-Strike came to consoles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
like the new one, CS:GO.
Yeah, man.
No, it
No,
did.
the other Counter.
Counter-Strike. I played Counter-Strike. I think it was Counter-Strike Go on like Xbox 360 or something.
No, that was
back
the
then.
original Counter-Strike, not Counter-Strike Go. Counter-Strike Go is like a whole different feel, dude. It's like
Look it up, dude.
No, only CS:GO's on, or CS:GO's only on
PC.
Well, what was the last one before that? Because it wasn't original Counter-Strike. It was Counter-Strike like.
Yeah,
Global Offensive.
Yeah, it was like Global Offensive, which is like the first one.
And the only Counter-Strike I've ever known of.
Yeah, there was Counter-Strike, and then there was CS:GO, which is like Counter-Strike 2.
I swear that one of them was on console. Or
Yeah,
I
it was
thought
Global
Counter-
Offensive. It was this one.
I thought CS:GO was the original one, and then CS:GO 2.
No,
was-
Counter-Strike was the original one. Counter-Strike
okay.
Go is Counter-Strike Global
Oh,
Offensive.
Global Offensive is Go.
like a
Yeah, yeah.
sequel.
Yeah, what was the original? Is Source? Was it just Counter-Strike Source?
Counter-Strike is the original, and Counter-Strike Source is the original, like remade for like modern things because it got outdated to the point where you could barely like.
It was just
play
called
it.
Counter-Strike on Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also Counter-Strike Go came to consoles, right?
No.
No. Not that I'm able to find.
Really?
Mm-mm. And the last one that came out on console came out in 2000.
So originally a modification for Half-Life, the rights to Counter-Strike, as well as developers working on it, were acquired by Valve in 2000. The game received a port to Xbox in 2003. So there was a port
Yeah,
Of
the
Counter-Strike
original.
Go?
of
No, the
original
original.
Counter-Strike.
in 2003.
I could have swore there was a Counter-Strike Go.
CS:GO never.
Is
never
there
made it to
any other
console.
Counter-Strikes that came out between the original Counter-Strike and then?
I don't.
No.
I didn't know there was 3. I thought there was only CS:GO and then the newest one.
Because
Yeah,
Whatever.
Counter-Strike Go is the newest one.
I
But
swear
you
I-
got like a big there's it's basically considered the second one though. There was a huge update for it that they basically call it CS:GO 2.
Hold on. Let me look this up.
Counter-Strike is so here's all the different ones. It was the first release was Counter-Strike in November 9th, 2000. The latest release was Counter-Strike 2, which came out September 27th, 2023.
Yeah, Counter-Strike 2. Okay.
So Counter-Strike
CS:GO
Go
2.
was the one in between, and it never came to consoles.
It says Counter-Strike
So
Go
confusing.
remains playable on the PS3 and Xbox 360. It is on PS3 and Xbox 360. It's on Wikipedia.
What were we just reading then?
I don't know.
Counter-Strike 2 is a different...
Yeah, no.
Counter-Strike 2
I
is...
just Googled it again, and I got a different result. It said CS:GO is sold on multiple
I was
platforms.
about to say, this is not no Mandela effect in my brain
PC,
right now. Like, I know for a fact I
PlayStation
played
3.
Counter-Strike Go on 360. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
Brent, you're making this all up. All right.
Everything's
But the
a
thing is,
lie.
the reason why it's saying that Counter-Strike Go isn't playable on consoles is because they changed the PC version of Counter-Strike Go into Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike 2 didn't just come out. It's like Overwatch 2.
They replaced it.
They replaced it.
Yeah.
So Counter-Strike 2 doesn't exist on old consoles, but the Counter-Strike Go is still playable on the old consoles.
Okay.
So I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right because it was. That's why I thought it was CS:GO 2 because I knew about them just replacing it. Like it
Yeah.
is Counter-Strike now.
But basically, my whole point was
Anyways,
Valorant, is
Valorant,
very
yeah.
mouse and keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
we gotta
for
we gotta,
sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Moving on. And then Among Us and oh my god, it just went all the way back up to the top. Hold up.
Among Us.
That's it. We're done with the art.
Among Us is getting an animated show. Hold up.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, where they don't talk.
Yeah, they have to talk. There's so many like actors in that shit. Like, why would they have so many famous actors if nobody's talking? It doesn't make any fucking sense. They didn't talk in the trailer though.
Yeah, there was literally no talking in the trailer. So, I mean, maybe they'll talk in the actual show, but that's a weird way to show off your show.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, not have them talk at all.
Dune Awakening got a story trailer. Looked really good. It's coming. Let's see, August. So that's exciting.
Awaken in August.
We got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 trailer. Shows off gameplay ahead of
That looks
2024
pretty
launch.
good.
Looks pretty good. It's the same kind of realism world shit as the first game,
Yeah, I
so
need
it
to
looks
give the
pretty
first
cool.
one another shot.
It looks very, like, it just reminds me of, like, I don't know, just like a movie or something.
Yeah. A lot of people really like the first game. I couldn't really get into it, but I like my shit like fantastical and fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
It kind of lost me when I had to learn how to read.
What? I never did that. I didn't play
don't-
that much, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like you're such a peasant, and it's so like trying to be like realistic in that game. You don't know how to read because you're a peasant.
That's actually kind of awesome.
Can you just, like, skip reading and just, like,
Yeah,
go
just go
straight
be
to
a
throwing
fucking
swords
warrior. Yeah,
at people's heads?
as an option. But if you wanted to become a knight, you have to learn how to read. I think.
might have
If
to
you wanted to
fucking
just be a,
play that.
but you can go down multiple lanes, right? Like you can be a mercenary, you can be a knight, you can be a fucking nobleman.
Yeah,
you
I
can become
think
a
so.
nobleman
Yeah.
somehow.
And I
like-
think this is going to be the same kind of thing with like choices in a big open world. And
yeah,
This
I need
one
to give
looks
it
so
another
story
shot.
focused, though.
Well, I
Like,
think
on the
there's a
two
lot of
brothers or
story in the
whatever.
first
There's a lot
one.
of story in the first one, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're like out to avenge your father
Mm.
because your village was attacked
yeah,
and your peasant father got killed.
You know how it goes.
be like that. Definitely be like that. Then we got a Slitterhead gameplay trailer. This actually looks better than I thought it was going to. Like, I don't know. But it looks
Which
like
is not much better.
right. It looks like Parasite the Maximum, the show. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'll definitely check it out. I don't know. Then let's see. We got Delta Force Hawk Ops trailer, which is like basically like Black Hawk Down, the multiplayer game, and you're like shooting each other. It looked pretty cool.
It looked like to me like a old Rainbow Six type game.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of.
I don't like that it's called Hawk Ops though.
Hawk Ops. I'll definitely be checking it
Way too close.
out. Then we got Killer Bean early access drops this summer. This one actually looks adorable. You're like this like actual bean, and you're just doing slow-mo like Max Payne shooting. Like you're like jumping through rooms
fuck
and
are you
like
killing?
Apparently, that's coming from the guy who like did the animation in the Matrix movies.
Really?
Or like the Matrix Resurrections, or no, like the old one, the third one or something, Revolutions.
that's
I think.
fucking badass.
Yeah, he is like.
And it's just him working on it. I think it's just a single person
What is
project.
this bean killing?
Everybody, dude.
Like
He's got
people?
like
It's like Grand Theft Auto, but like with the Matrix going on. Like you're like driving around still in cars, like flying through the air in slow mo shooting.
it had some Max Payne looking vibes to me. Like he's like shooting everybody with like double Uzis and like going slow mo. It looked tight.
It's very like Goat Simulator, like jokey looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also
Yeah, I wasn't gonna take a
fun.
killer bean very seriously, unless he was trying to kill me.
I don't know,
I'd
man.
take
You
him
might want to
seriously.
take him seriously.
He's like trying to get you.
Then
to
we got
play.
Wander Stop. This is one I'm actually really excited about. It's from the people who did Stanley Parable. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's the creator of Stanley Parable, not just the people who did Stanley Parable. And Stanley Parable, to me, is like one of the best video games ever made, especially the Ultra Deluxe Edition. I highly, highly recommend, if you haven't played it, to go fucking get your hands on it and play it. But their new game is like, it looks like a cozy farming sim, and then at the end, it kind of takes like a turn,
twist.
a dark twist. You know what I mean? But
What's a twist?
knowing David Worden, it's going to be a very, very dark twist. So I'm expecting like some Doki Doki Literature Club meets fucking like, you know, what's the fucking Animal Crossing? You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing jumped
Like
all the way to the
Harvest
top
Moon.
again.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Then we got New World Aditarium. I don't even know how to say that. Gets October release date for PC and consoles. Amazon's upcoming MMO, New World
Console.
Aditarium, has secured a date of October 15th, 2024. This is essentially an upgraded version of the already existing New World that includes all previously released content, such as the Rise of the Angry Earth expansion, as well as new content for players to enjoy.
Does anybody even still play that game?
I don't know.
No.
Probably not.
No.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this. Pal World is getting an update with a new island and more pals.
Hey,
Yeah, so get ready for that. That's coming
Nice.
June 27th. So it's
Is
right
anybody
around the
still
corner.
playing that?
I bet it's like not
couple.
super popular, but
There's at least 7.
I bet people will jump back in for the update. You know, the love isn't lost yet. Monster Hunter Wilds got another trailer. A bunch of sandy monsters getting chopped up, looking crazy. Then we got Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess, nabs July release date on PC and consoles.
oh boy.
Capcom kept up its I'm not even gonna read this. It's happening, and it's coming to Game Pass subscribers day one. Phantom Blade Zero trailer reveals breakneck action in World Tour demo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that, so it must not have been that crazy. And that's it. That's all we got there.
Boom.
Nice.
Boom.
I'm gonna blast through Ubisoft because like most of this shit was in other game shows apparently,
Yeah.
with the exception of a couple.
What we got?
So they started off with a more extensive overview trailer of Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws. I think there was a good bit of gameplay with it too.
I'm gonna probably play it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
It's all right.
I'm not like hyped about it, but like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not play it.
I'll play it
You
when
know
it
what I
comes to Game Pass.
mean?
Yeah. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake is coming in 2026.
What?
26?
Yeah.
Just stop. Just don't even do it anymore.
Well, don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, why even mention it?
Bro.
Yeah.
That
It's coming
actually
out
makes me mad.
when you're dead. Like, it's just like
After
well,
World War III.
You're gonna
Well,
need
well-
the sands of time to make that shit relevant again. Like, fucking,
we'll bring it to your funeral and like throw it in your grave with you. But like, I don't know.
So yeah. Fucking if it doesn't get a delay.
I hate that
Um,
so much. I can't even express it.
Assassin's
There's
Creed
a
Shadows
fury
got a
inside of me.
gameplay deep dive.
What is it? Assassin's Creed Shadows.
They got a
Cool.
gameplay deep dive where they showed extensive gameplay of both the ninja chick, whatever her name is, and my
Ninja
boy
chick.
Yasuke, the samurai.
Samurai guy
Yeah.
and ninja chick.
Sounds good. Can't
Um,
wait to see. Can't wait to play. Can't
yeah.
wait to get up in there.
It looks dope. It definitely exceeded my expectations. And with myself coming off of my Ghost of Tsushima kick. I'm definitely going to be getting it just so I can, because the one thing I really wanted with Ghost of Tsushima, or that I felt was lacking, was like the weapon variety. Like it's just a sword the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about Yasuke having different weapons and stuff, and being able to beat the shit out of somebody in different ways.
Yeah.
So,
You
and
should
hopefully,
just mod in a baseball bat. Just like
To fucking
just a
Ghost of
Louisville
Tsushima.
Slugger, dude.
Yeah.
Just
That
like-
is dishonorable.
just
I've
like-
been a big fan of the past couple of Assassin's Creed games,
Yeah,
minus
so.
Mirage. So
I just like, I like how like you're gonna have both worlds. You're gonna have Assassin's Creed, and then you're also gonna have like Odyssey and Valhalla in this one.
yeah,
Like or like more OG with
better
like the
have some,
Assassin,
better have some Valhalla, bitch.
because Yasuke's he's just gonna be a badass warrior. There ain't no sneaking around with him. He's just gonna be up front, just whooping ass, and then the other
Honestly,
chick is like super stealthy.
I don't really want to have to choose that much though either, because like like I hope you can still sneak with Yosuke or whatever if you want to. I know he's big, but like
He's
I mean,
big and he's got super flashy samurai armor and everything that I've seen.
hmm.
and he rides a bigger horse.
And why would they do two different like? You got two vastly different characters. Like
I'm just saying.
I think one is going to be specifically stealth, and then the other's meant to just give you that, just go all out, fucking.
But also,
That's
I
one of
think
the
it's
things
gonna
about
be
the past, like the past like 3 big open world ones though, is
Yeah.
that people are kind of like, oh, you can run in and kill everybody, and it's like, yeah, but you can also sneak, And I like the whole best of both worlds approach. I like the whole sneak
yeah.
until you get caught, and then it's an all-out brawl and you're killing everybody. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to have to throw a smoke bomb and go hide in the fucking corner until fucking like the
Yasuke
shit
shows up?
clears. Yeah, exactly. Like
I feel like this one's gonna like force you to go back and forth, like depending on the missions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't
No,
think it'll
there's-
be like you just choose
I'm
one.
sure it'll be fine. You know what I mean? But I
I mean,
do
it's still
think,
best of both worlds, just split between two characters now.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
It'll be fun to. It'll be fun.
If
I
you-
like
if
I like
you're,
that aspect because it's more like, I don't know, it gives it more a specific role. Because like a Viking was never sneaking around doing that shit. Like, I don't
But
know.
also, if you're skilled enough,
Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily like you're just some Viking, some random Viking. You're the Viking that met up with the assassins and then they taught you their ways and shit. It was like, you're
Real
the
life.
you're the exception. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But see, like if you're good enough as the ninja chick, you could probably walk in and just beat the shit out of everybody.
I
She
mean,
does
that's
have-
actually kind of
you
the
can
point
still
of all
fight-
3 of the
yeah.
past Assassin's Creed games, because you're like this great warrior that meets up with the assassins, and then the assassins teach you how to be sneaky.
Well, she
kinda,
still
Same
it
with-
still shows her fighting like multiple people using the chain with that, like it's got the handle with the hook
See,
blade.
that's what I'm
She's,
saying.
like,
I'm
spinning
sure
that shit
she'll
around.
still be able to fight like
Yeah.
well, and I'm sure he'll
I just
still
don't see
be able to
Yasuke being able to be stealthy.
I bet
like-
he's gonna be sneaking, dude. I bet we're gonna be doing some
Fucking-
sneaking. I bet when he sneak attacks people, it's gonna be brutal too. He's just gonna be like breaking their necks like
Clank,
Steven
clank,
Seagal
clank.
style.
He just hides behind like
I
a
don't
little
know.
tree.
Just in all the gameplay that they showed of him, he had like just over the top badass samurai armor. And
I think they're just trying to oversell that.
I think
part of it.
maybe your sneaking with him is gonna be less like creeping up behind you and more dropping down on top of you kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta think about the 3-dimensional. That's one thing I really like about the Assassin's Creed games. You can just climb on everything. There's no stamina bar. You just fucking go.
Yeah.
There's no repercussions. The
Yeah.
game's super easy. No, I'm just kidding.
So, and then they also Ubisoft announced the next entry in the City Builder series, Anno, titled Anno 117 Pax Romana. I've never heard of.
I have no idea.
There's like Anno 18 something right now.
Yeah. Okay, I have seen that one. Yep. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown DLC revealed.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
What is the is that the one, the Ubisoft one, the side scroller one?
Side scroller.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, the Skybreaker, is coming next month.
Oh, cool.
Expansion.
I picked a good time to start playing that.
Yeah, right.
Also, fucking, I downloaded that what were you just talking about?
Pandora,
No,
Avatar,
no,
Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia. I downloaded that Prince of Persia game too, but I haven't played it yet because
yeah.
with the Ubisoft Plus you can play all the games and you get the deluxe edition, so I think you'll be able to play the DLC too and stuff. So
That's cool. X Defiant Season 1 starts next month.
sweet.
Skull and Bones update. Who gives a fuck?
Get
That was like
boned.
they did a free weekend. The Crew Motorfest Year 2 roadmap revealed, and that's fucking it. So
I've been meaning to try Skull and Bones too. I've got all 3 of those games downloaded, but I've only played Avatar lately.
yeah.
Honestly, Avatar is a good ass game. I feel like it should get more attention.
And then I've only got like 2 other small articles after that because all the shit was. I'm just gonna bust mine out real quick.
What do you
because
got?
they're really not.
Bust it out, boy.
But sorry. No. Nvidia market cap crosses $3 trillion for the first time, surpassing Apple.
Okay.
Nice.
I was looking at Nvidia's stocks the other day, actually, and Nvidia's a really safe investment right now. They're only going to continue to go up.
Oh yeah,
like
as AI gets bigger, the
Yes.
semiconductors and shit that they're
Nvidia's getting implemented into fucking everything now, not just graphics cards.
Yeah.
Their shit is like their stock, like literally in the past year, fucking skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I wish I would have invested in Nvidia a year ago, and I would have made so much fucking money off of it.
Yeah.
And even like in the last several months,
It's
like
not
they're
too
still
late
just
to invest in AMD, dude. I feel like they got the same kind of technology and shit, and
Really?
in a growing market with competition and stuff, they'll probably rocket just as as soon as people start realizing, hey, I need to get my shit cheaper somewhere else.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So Counter-Strike, going back to Counter-Strike, there was a skin that sold for over $1 million.
What?
Uninstall.
A fucking digital FPS shooter skin sold for $1 million.
That makes
And
me
this
want to
is
like hack
Counter-Strike?
that account and delete it.
Counter-Strike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, dude. There's people that buy like the blade, like the knife skins
Yep.
for like hundreds.
This
of
one was
thousands of dollars and
It
stuff.
looked like a
Crazy.
it was an AK skin, and it was like a changing like heated metal look. You know, like the not holographic, but like what is it? I don't know what it's
Shimmery.
yeah, almost like shimmery. Not $1 million.
That's crazy, dude. That's the craziest
blows
thing
my
I've ever
fucking
heard.
mind. Like it's just like
Bro, you better develop
It's
me
like-
a whole fucking game for $1 million, dog. Like, get the fuck out of here.
all that money to just play a shitty game.
yeah. So yeah,
Bro,
that's
yeah,
the
it's
only-
not even a good game. It's like, oh, I hate that. I hate that so much, bro.
That's all I got.
How much disposable income do you fucking...
Apparently
Too
$1
damn
million
much. Too damn much if you're buying a skin for $1 million fucking dollars.
Fuck, dude.
I got the Game Pass games that are coming out this month, or at least the first wave, like the beginning of the month. So we got Octopath Traveler and Octopath Traveler 2 on both PC and console Game Pass.
That's cool,
pretty cool.
actually.
Yeah, because it just released for PC.
I've been wanting to play
it's
Octopath 2, but it's expensive.
Not anymore. And then that's already out. Depersonalization comes out on June 12th. It's depersonalization. Yeah, June 12th for PC Game Pass. Then Isonzo, which I have no idea what that is, comes to cloud, console, and PC June 13th. And the Callisto Protocol is coming out on cloud, console, and PC on June 13th. And then Still Wakes the Deep comes out cloud, PC, and console on June 18th.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince everybody that the Callisto Protocol is a good game,
Good, because you're not.
you know?
He's like, look, I'm not going to sit here try to convince you guys about this game. And then he just stops, and then we move on. We just move on to the next.
I'm sorry, Brett.
No, but
Please go ahead.
it's a little spooky. It's a spooky good time, you know?
It looks like a fun romp.
It's a fun romp. I wouldn't pay a single cent for it, but if it came on Game Pass and you just wanted to blast some shit,
I'd try it.
have a little Dead Space knockoff in your
Some
life.
nice graphics.
Yeah.
Only if they gave me the DLC deaths.
Oh, I think it's in there.
I don't think you're getting the There's plenty of deaths, okay? I'll tell you that. If there's one thing there's no shortage of in the fucking Callisto Protocol,
It's dead.
it's deaths.
It just blew my mind. How that fucking...
Here's a big weird one.
Don't talk about Brent like that.
Here's a big weird one. It's like, leave it alone. Microsoft is reportedly working on a remaster of Halo Combat Evolved, and there are suggestions that it may also come to PS5. In a new report by The Verge, Tom Warren writes in his Notepad newsletter that Halo is quote-unquote one game being considered for release on Sony's consoles.
Fuck yeah. I mean, you're not going to hear anybody on PlayStation complain about that.
But all the Xbox
all
in
the
the
Xbox
comments,
people are going to hate
I
it.
saw this article, like Facebook's or IGN's Facebook post of this article. All the Xbox were fucking
Oh, are they
angry.
fuming, bro?
Yeah, they're like, what Combat Evolved doesn't need a remaster? Yeah.
Well, it
That's
says
funny.
Warren notes that it is in early days of development. So
It's just a PlayStation exclusive.
that'd be hilarious. It's already on the whatchamacallit, the Master Chief collection.
Because Sony owns Sony. Well, no, because they technically sold the rights. to
Yeah,
343.
343 and Microsoft own
I'm
Halo.
about to say Sony owns Bungie now, but yeah.
Yeah, so, here's the
Oh,
first comment.
shit.
Halo Combat Evolved has already been remade with new graphics, and that got remastered. It even has a Series S and X patch. Outside of reimagining the game like Final Fantasy VII, I don't know what more you could really do with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
I think it's more so they just want to put
That'd
it
be
out
tight
on PS5.
if they reimagined it like Final Fantasy VII, dude. I'll play the
That'd be
shit
tight.
out of like Call it or just fucking
Halo.
1, but like with just stupid graphics. Like,
Well, this is it. Hold me, baby. I still like think about that scene, and like I went back and watched that scene the other day because I was like, I don't know, the legendary ending,
Yeah,
like after the mall, and I never noticed that the elite. Like in the original version, the elite like at the end, he's like hug me, and they like hug each other, and he like right at the end grabs Sergeant, like grabs his ass, and like and then it cuts off. Well, in the combat or in the Master Chief collection, they still do the same thing, but Sergeant Johnson reached down and grabs moves his
The
hand
elite's hand.
that's
to the elite,
hilarious.
and the elite like looks up, and then it like cuts off like immediately. It's so stupid. And in Halo
That's
2,
hilarious.
in Halo 2, one of the Marines is like talking to Sergeant Johnson, I guess like in a cutscene or something, and he's like, by the way, Sergeant, he's like, you still owe us a story about how you got out of that situation like on the mall because like he dies basically, and he's like that's classified, and like, I'd never
That's
noticed
hilarious.
that they keep that going. Now, I'm guessing they didn't know they were gonna get to make another Halo, so they just threw that ending in there. But anyways, that's all the news for this week, unless you got something.
Let me see just to make sure we're not missing anything important.
I think we got.
Resident Evil 7's coming to phones.
I bought some GameStop stock.
Oh hell yeah!
To the moon.
Dumb money, yeah.
It did fucking shoot up again randomly.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I was pissed though because I looked at it like several weeks ago when it was like still like I think like $10 or some shit, and it shot up to like $46. I got in at like around $29. So I made I made a little bit, didn't sell, and then I'm back like even. So I'm just gonna hold
That's how
on
it
to it.
goes.
I only put like $93 in it, like whatever.
Yeah, that's real. That's
I
real.
fuck around. I mean,
You gotta fuck around.
I have
You gotta fuck around a little bit.
This week's hot releases. We got Monster Hunter Stories Remaster coming to Switch. I can't believe they're remastering Stories, but that's coming out to Switch, PS4, and PC on June 14th. Then Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, or Ruins or Ruin, are coming to PS4 on June 14th. And then Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is coming to everything on June 14th.
Vengeance? Has it always been Vengeance?
I don't know, dude. I just know it's Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that game.
Shin Megami Sensei.
Shin Megami, my sensei. But
All right, here we go. Get ready, guys.
oh yeah, we're doing. Are we doing the '90s
Oh,
TV
yeah.
shows?
You already
Fuck
know.
All right,
Yeah.
we're doing our Chat GPT now to round out the show.
Wonder
Oh,
how
hold
many,
up, hold
Ed,
up.
Ed, and Eddie we're gonna have.
It gave me all the answers, so I'm just gonna have to quiz you guys today.
No, just redo.
All right.
Just redo it without
Just gonna
answers.
give him the same question.
Nah,
Just don't read them all.
he's like reading all the answers.
More, but don't give me. The only one I saw was way too easy anyway, so
Okay.
I would have definitely known it. Okay, I don't know this one. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, question number 1. What is the name of the robotic cat from the future in Dexter's laboratory?
Oh shit.
Fuck, I don't know that.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Um,
I even like Dexter's
It's
laboratory.
gonna be something fucking. We should just take a stab at it.
I'm just
it's
gonna
gonna
say Gizmo, but I feel like that was Jimmy Neutron's dog or something.
Catron. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going with Catron. I have no idea.
I'm just gonna go with. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not going with anything. I'm gonna lose that one. All right. What? So you got Catron,
Sure. I don't fucking.
And
know.
then
It's gonna be something stupid like that.
And then you've got, what'd you say it was, Brent?
Gizmo.
Okay, Gizmo. All right.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Question number 2. Oh, God, I don't even remember this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Hold up. Wait a minute. Question number 2. In Arthur, what is the name of Arthur's little sister?
DW.
They don't.
Yep. I think you're right.
DW.
So I remember it's 2 letters. All right. Which 1990s show features a group of babies who can talk and go on adventures?
Wow.
Let me.
The
rat.
Little
The rat rugs.
Geniuses
the
or
rat
something?
rugs.
The little
yeah.
genius.
Rugrats. Oh yeah, Rugrats. That's right.
Yeah, something like that. No, I'm just kidding.
Can they really talk though, or are they just imagining what the babies are like?
No, who's imagining
They
it?
talk in the show.
That's true. They're definitely talking. All right,
There's-
moving
there-
on.
It's baby speak
What a
translated.
wonderful time today. We can
Exactly.
learn to laugh and play.
That's kind of what
That's
I always
Arthur.
thought.
Yeah,
You know?
that's-
And
That
get
sounds like
along
us.
with each other. I was trying to remember it this whole time, like what the Arthur theme
Oh,
song.
what's the?
All right, this
Rugrats?
is a
It's
really
that
dumb
little,
question.
Like,
Boop, 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 boop.
What are those like steel
Yeah.
drums? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is the dumbest question on the thing. Get ready. What is the name of the lead character in Johnny Bravo?
God damn it.
Watch
Yeah,
out,
GPT.
AI is gonna take your job.
Right. I'm gonna go with Johnny Bravo on that one.
No, we know Rugrats.
It's we were being facetious,
Facetious.
sarcasm.
Yeah,
We couldn't put
I think
the
they
we couldn't put the /s at the end, dude. I'm sorry.
the rat rugs, man.
Yeah. All right. Question number 5. Oh God, I don't know this one. I should know this one. In Sailor Moon, what is the name of Sailor Moon's talking cat?
I don't know why I want to say Gigi, but I know that's not right.
I don't. I
That's
never
from,
watched.
That's
Sailor
from.
Moon.
My sister was
Kiki's
obsessed
Celebrity
with fucking Sailor Moon when I was growing up. You know.
Hold on. Let me guess this.
Fighting evil by daylight.
No, what is the cat's name?
I don't know.
Is it like it's something with a star, right? No.
I legitimately have no
I
idea.
I never watched Sailor Moon.
I just
so
remember the
have
theme
zero
song.
idea.
Like, all right, moving
Love
on.
you too, pizza.
Love you too, pizza.
Do you know the name of the cat from Sailor Moon?
Without googling it.
Without googling it. Why are we having to name all these cats? What'd you say?
Yeah. What the
I'm
fuck?
very cat obsessed with trivia right now. Okay.
What'd you
I-
come up with? What was
I
it?
didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, I don't even
I
have a stab
legitimately
at this
have
one.
no idea.
I'm gonna name it Solaris.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I'm making this up as
That
we
sounds
go.
good. Sounds good. It's probably wrong.
If I get that right, dude. No, just-
That'd be incredible.
all right.
All right. Which 1990s show follows the adventures of a wallaby named
my
Rocco and
gosh.
his friends? It's obviously Rocco's
Rocco's
Modern
Wildlife.
Life. You know what I mean?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Okay. What is the name of the main character in Gargoyles, who is the leader of the Manhattan Clan?
Oh fuck.
I don't know.
I can picture him, but I can't remember his name.
Gosh, I should know
I
this.
never watched that
I had an
show.
action
watched
figure of this
no,
guy.
I watched the shit out of this. Hold up. It was like Gorgon or something. No, hold up.
That's
Kyle.
from Small Soldiers.
Kyle.
No.
Jimbo.
Hold up, dude. It started. I feel like I want to say it started with a G.
Gargoyle.
No. Shit.
Goyle. Just Goyle.
Oh, maybe it's Goyle, dude.
No.
Maybe it's
I feel like there was one named Goyle or Doyle or something.
Doyle.
There was a couple of them. There was one that was like Doofy.
It's
and
like,
had
we're
a
the
Doofy
Gargoyles.
name.
Dude,
This is
watched,
Doyle.
I watched the shit out of the show too. As
Me
soon as you
too.
say it, it's gonna bring back a bunch of fucking
My problem
memories.
with Gargoyles is for some reason, like, I want to mash in, like, Ninja Turtle lore. Like, for some reason, the shows are so similar.
They seem like
It
they're
just looked like Batman.
dude. The same
animated
animators had
series.
yeah.
they had the same animators for sure.
How
I
about,
can't I can't even remember at all.
I'm gonna name him Garth. His name is Garth, the
Garth.
Gargoyle.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Garth the Gargoyle.
All right, what's
I'm going to go with Garrus. I don't remember,
Ooh,
though.
that's a good one.
I'm gonna
Garrus.
Gargi. No.
Gargy the
Gargy
Gargoyle.
the Gargoyle. He's cute and adorable. Gargy the Gargoyle.
Why do I not remember this, man? Anyways,
Yeah,
all right, moving
I feel like I
on.
should.
All right, in Recess, what is the name of the character who is known for being a tattletale?
Oh God, I can picture his
I
little
remember
Weasley ass.
TJ, the main
Yeah.
character.
He was all like hunched over, and he had
yeah.
the red, short
gosh.
red hair.
Okay, that really helps.
And he's always like
whenever you do the little thing, it's like it almost comes to my mind.
Simon. No.
No,
That's
maybe it was
close.
Simon. Hold up.
He
Could be Simon, dude.
I keep wanting to say Eugene, but I'm mixing it up with the
Eugene
Hey
was.
Arnold.
Oh yeah, I feel like there was a Eugene on Recess too. Hold up.
I don't remember his name. I know I hated that character.
It is with an S though. I think you're right. I think it is Simon.
Or Steven.
It's not Steven.
No. Simon sounds right.
It's got to be it's something like
My guess
Simon.
is gonna be Simon.
I'm taking
Simon
your
or
guess too.
Solomon or something.
Solomon, dude. Now he's like obviously like a stereotypical
I
like
wasn't-
Jew, which is like really
I
fucked
wasn't
up.
gonna say him.
And you went with Solomon, which is hilarious. If they named him Solomon,
Dude, what was his name though? Was it Simon for real?
wasn't
I
gonna
don't think
say
it's
him.
Simon, but it's close to Simon. It's something like Simon,
God.
or it's like a Eugene type name. One of
Oh.
those.
I don't know.
Oh well, let's just go with Simon for
Yeah,
now.
this
We're
is-
really flunking this test right now.
Dude, it's been a long time, man. The 90s was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
We've
all right?
forgotten our childhood.
30-something years ago.
Fucking my memory is escaping me. I
All
can't
right.
remember shit 2 weeks ago.
Which 1990s animated show features a boy genius who has a secret lab hidden behind his bookcase?
Fucking
Jimmy Wait,
No,
no, that's
Dexter.
Dexter's
Dexter's
Lab. I'm
Laboratory.
mixing it up. My bad.
Yeah. The only reason you'd be wrong is because it's
not
in the
hidden.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not hidden. Like his parents
No.
know he's like a
well,
genius.
and
That's
Dexter
true.
or Jimmy Neutron, his was out like in his backyard somewhere. Like
Hey,
his,
Jimbo.
the Axis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
he did have like a fucking
Like a
thing.
chute
it was
that
like
he
a
jumped
shoot.
in.
No,
Yeah.
it would like come out. Yeah, like he'd shoot his
You
rocket.
had to have
out
like
of here.
facial recognition access to get into Jimmy
It was
Neutron.
like the shed
It was
in the-
much more sophisticated
the
than
shed.
Dexter's.
Yeah. His dad was always just like fucking around with ducks in the fucking
Yeah.
like or a garage. I don't know what was going on in that show.
All right. What is the name of the main antagonist in Darkwing Duck?
Oh shit! I don't know.
Fucking hell.
I was Darkwing Duck.
Right?
That's all I remember.
Fuck.
Oh my
who
God.
was the bad guy? Was it Nightwing? No. Oh,
That's like a DC,
DC
character.
yeah. I don't.
Darkwing Duck.
Dude, I don't know.
What like
It was like the dirty sponge or something. It was something weird. It was like
The dirty bubble.
stupid bitch.
God. What was it? Oh well.
I don't. Dude,
All right.
Yeah, we fucking sucked
We
at
suck.
this one.
All right. Let's see which. We didn't get any of
Are
them.
we true 90s kids?
I'm gonna name him Garth the Duck.
Did we guess that for the fucking card?
That's I'm going with Garth for both of them.
Again.
All right, what are the
Yeah,
answers?
give us the
Britt?
answers.
All right.
God, this is bad, except for the ones that were just blatantly obvious.
Okay. Dexter's cat is Mandar, but it's a big acronym. MANDAR.
Okay.
Arthur's sister is DW.
Okay, we got that one.
Rugrats, we got that one. Johnny Bravo, we got that one. Sailor Moon, the cat's name was Luna.
Oh, I knew it was something about space. I just couldn't.
It would have
remember
made
the-
sense. I should have used context clues.
Sailor Moon.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Womp womp.
Let's see. Rocco's Modern Life, we got that one. We did it. We got more
Dude,
of these.
those-
Is
I
it
guess.
Garth, dude? Is it Garth?
It's Goliath.
Goliath.
Oh my-
I knew it started with a G.
Goliath.
you
God
know?
damn it.
Dude, we were so close. I
I had the action figure as a kid too.
Dude, I saw
Me too.
like a post
was a
the other
tight
day of like a bunch of thirsty people on Facebook saying how that character was like their like first crush. I was like, that is so funny to me.
What?
Yeah, Goliath the
I mean, he
gargoyle.
was kind of shredded,
He
though.
was jacked,
He's-
dude.
Yeah.
I can picture him
That
in
was
my
real.
head.
I just thought it was so funny seeing that.
Oh man, we were close on the recess one too. Okay. Any last guesses?
What is the first letter?
It started with an R.
Oh,
Roger.
Randall. It's
It's
Randall.
Randall
Randall.
Yeah,
Williams.
The moment you said R, I like
You
came
got
to
it.
me.
Yep. All right.
Damn.
We got Dexter's Laboratory.
Garth the Duck.
Darkwing Duck's nemesis is Negaduck.
Wait, what'd you say? Can we say that?
You heard me.
We're canceled.
How's it spelled? Could you say that in a sentence?
Oh, that was a tough one.
Yep.
That was a tough
No,
one.
but for real, spell that for me.
Nega Duck.
I ain't even gonna pretend to say that. That is crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
It's like negative duck.
Yeah,
just
but-
without the tiv.
Yeah,
We all know what.
We got 1, 2, 3,
Golly.
4. We got 5 out of 10. So
But
we made a 50.
But those 5 were just way too easy that we
Yeah.
got. 4 of them had the
I mean, I feel
answer
like if
in-
we would have just known any of the other answers, they also would have felt easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I watched the shit out of the gargoyles, and I can remember it. Like,
I was on the tip of my tongue, man. I knew it was some
G.
I still know
you
it's
know?
Garth, dude. I don't care what y'all say.
Garth the Gargoyle.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Gargoyle Garth, bro. But remember, guys, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every, Thursday on all podcast platforms. But you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find us by our names on Facebook. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.
Later.
It's like that little mosquito. Like, huh?
How do I stop it?
Yeah, just drag it over and then hit the up top, hit the square, hit the